is up, everybody? We are here back on the Reign Supreme under Battle for Supremacy. This is the Honor of Kings, and would you look at this? I am together. We are here, Vinci. My name is Silo, and we are gonna be your casters right here for this Honor of Kings. Vinci, how is your experience right here in the Honor of Kings since we casted for the eliminations? Because right now it's currently the quarters.
It's also, I've seen a lot of potential players. I've seen a lot of potential teams trying to make their name, and some of them are already established, but they wanted to add more towards their portfolio, and this is a good opportunity for them to showcase what they got. And we should thank BattleForSupremacy.TV for hosting this kind of tournament, the grassroots tournament since Honor of Kings launched globally, and this is really good. If you're from Southeast Asia, then this is an opportunity to make some noise.
Wow, would you look at that? Now, guys, for you guys in the chat right here, please spam the like, share the stream, because you know what, Battle for Supremacy isn't possible without you. Well, Vinci, if you're gonna be asking me my experience on Honor of Kings right here for being a caster here, you know, I hadn't grinded much for the Honor of Kings since it's still in a new phase, but we already see that Honor of Kings has made their entry to the esports scene. I think I've saw already in HOK Global Esports.
Ongoing tournaments, a lot of ongoing tournaments here, a lot of ongoing tournaments for Honor of Kings. It's in the roadmap, and right now they've been hosting it over the weekend, and we all know that it's getting bigger and bigger. We're gonna be heading over to Riyadh later on by the half of this year. I mean, we're in the half of the year, by the way. We're done with June. It's officially July, so we're in the second half. So it's almost 6 months. I mean, it's gonna be 6 more months to go before we end 2024. You know, that was fast. I mean,
very fast.
2023. We're just waiting for 2024 to happen, and now we're halfway through, and we're almost done with 2024. And a lot of opportunities happen, and thank goodness. I mean, Honor of Kings got released. We've got a lot of tournaments going left and right, grassroots tournament by then, and one of these is Battle for Supremacy TV's Reign Supreme, and we should thank them for organizing this kind of thing.
And yeah, thank you so much about that, Vince G, because did you know, since we Honor of Kings already made their entry for the esports scene, did you know that we're still gonna be having 8 matches for tonight? In the quarterfinals. Yeah, because the match 1 is going to be ACxDSC versus NANOBOT. We have match 2 is MAHADEWA versus Team SVX. We have match 3, which is GMTRS versus RAYET Esports. And for the match 4, the star team of the Southeast Asia, as I can much say, it's going to be BLACKLIST International versus Team EUREKA. Match 5 is going to be REVITALIZE versus Happy Family. Match 6 is going to be TUYUL Family versus KARMAX. Match 7 is going to be IPK versus VOIN Alliance. Match 8 is Dragon Ocean versus EXTRACTIONxZEUS. Would you look at that? Majority of these teams in the Honor of Kings is actually from Southeast Asia.
I mean, if you're gonna think about it, it's just the half of our quarterfinals. We still have, I think, 8 more to happen tomorrow. So
yeah,
this is gonna be the first 8. We're gonna be dealing with the first match right now. I can't wait to see the upcoming matches. But for now, let's start off with the appetizer. ACxDSC and NANOBOT is gonna square things through. You can see the picks right now. Heino, Shangguan, Princess Frost, Dashao, and Dolia being removed. So this gives room for Shoyue, actually. I kind of like how they lean on Shoyue. I mean, Shoyue is that marksman hero, that farm lane hero that's very, very painful. It packs a punch, but you know, you need to take care of Shoyue because you need to have him in a pretty tight position. If he got caught, it's gonna be over for this guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be over for that guy since having a tight position, because we know all for that we know, if it becomes for a marksman, you know, in mobile games, we usually do protect them. We usually do go around the rosy to take a funneling system, because actually from the past tournaments that we've casted, Vince G, from eliminations, we already saw some amazing pincher moves from one of the greatest teams. You know, that is one thing that you can do if you're a marksman here for Honor of Kings. For me, my experience having to be a marksman at high damage output, but you're very, very vulnerable when it comes to team fights. So you gotta choose wisely, you gotta pick wisely for your positions.
Well, choose your positions right. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to deal with. And speaking of position, well, I kind of like the last pick though from the nanobots,
Mm-hmm.
since some of the heroes here is kind of like mobile. Then we might as well pick some mobile mage hero, and that is in the form of Mai Shiranui. Mai Shiranui can definitely kickstart the team fight, and then he can like reposition her opponents, manage to deal a lot of burst damage. My Shiranui is the perfect answer, the perfect last pick for the nanobots, and I can't wait to see where this go out. I mean, Silu, this is gonna be an intense first match. The start of our quarterfinals, Nanobot versus ACxDSC. It's gonna be Supreme. Ray Supreme, boys!
It is supreme indeed, because we already see that these both teams together right now for the quarters. It's actually the quarterfinals already. So my expectations is really on point for these teams. You know, not only for ACDSC but for also Nanobots. I mean, every team right here for the quarterfinals, because you know, these teams really prove themselves that they're gonna be worth it, since they position themselves in the very early stages for the quarterfinals. Well, as much as I can say, we got we got some commotion in mid right here for Yaz versus Mikasa. You know, ako si Mikasa, Akiko. Akiko Mikasa already taking some damage in the very early stages of the match, having to take early damage, as again, like the eliminations, having a quite advantage to take it on team fights, since we got Yui and Yaz together in the mid, launching the air. The ESC is just having that lag again, but never mind. It's gonna be a delay for them, Vince G.
Even thought we were even saying ako si Mikasa, but no, it's Akiko. Okay?
Akiko.
Akiko Mikasa, yeah. So
Akiko.
since then, some of the players, some of the heroes here are trying to poke at each other. I mean, it's way too early. They're just finding up the decent pickups, but look at the huge amount of rage so Yue has. I mean, he can like dish out some huge damage from the distance while not being caught. He can even hide in the brush. He can like even stay there forever, not being caught. But he needs to be protected. Now, level 4 underway. I can see that the Nakoruru Super Tyra here wanted to give it a go actually towards mid.
It's gonna be 3v2 for the ACDSC, still in the advantage lead right here for the side for Nanobot, since they have the 400 gold lead. But it's gonna be a wait on the Azure Golem. Look at that, launch in the air, and look at that. Nanobots had the first blood, going for the launch again. It's gonna be a clash for the ACDSC. Gets picked up with the position as well. It's gonna be a defeated double kill right here for the side for Nanobot. It's gonna be a triple kill. Soitzi goes down. Look at it, Sam is literally dominating in this clash.
Dominating the 3 kills right off the bat. I mean, Nanobot here, they're taking this one seriously. They cannot afford to lose this game, and they wanted to win this series. They wanted to get ahead with ACxDSC. I mean, from Myanmar, they're doing so well. They are trying to play with their cards as early as now, because they know that the full potential of the ACxDSC can go up until the rate game. So they have to prevent that from happening. They have to end this fast.
Ending it fast indeed, because we see that Yui has some information on the ESC. Lag and Yasi is actually on the bottom. They have a 4-man position over here, but another amazing gameplay position from Yas, having to go for the back lines. Going against, gonna be a half HP for Super Tyro. It goes out, making a safe play, Vinci.
Safely, I mean, it's gonna give them room to at least breathe once again. I mean, for Super Tyra, yes, he can deal damage, but not enough to burst his opponent down. He needs more time. He needs more items. He needs to make sure that he can ensure the pickups really, really well, because you don't want to waste your time not getting that kill and then you'll go back to farming. I mean, you have to make sure that every rotation you make counts, but we can see right here, Don here gives it a go.
It's gonna be Soitzi versus Engar versus Sam. It's gonna be having a wonderful positions again from the jungle. It's ACDSC gonna be rupturing. Well, look at that. It's gonna be Soitzi on the other side, getting some repositions, some repositions actually for the overland tyrant. Well, now the 4 minutes in, they're gonna be having a quite of an objective right here, since Nanobots has the advantage for the gold lead. Itemization is already invested for the side for Nanobots. Look at that, a tower dive for Yos, and shatters that. It's gonna be Tyrant have HP. Is it gonna be a steal for the side for NANOBOT? We shall see, but would you look at that? Another crucial crowd control comes from YE. Now the Tyrant is down. DSC lag is gonna go out. Wow, they got split. They got shattered in that moment.
They got shattered indeed, and for NANOBOT, things are turning out really well. It seems like they are hunting for that 6th kill.
I don't think that 6 kills gonna be a rampage coming. Ooh, a fast gameplay. You know, 5 minutes in, tier 1 tower for the mid is on its quarter HP. I'm talking about quarters. I mean, for the kind of the history coming from the NANOBOTs, as we see, they actually take a lot of space in the jungle, as you can see, guys, in the map right now. They take a lot of space, not knowing that Super Tire is just on the top lane trying to get the gold advantage, because, you know, yeah, itemization is a must. Tier 2 towers is gonna be having to endure a lot of damage coming from NANOBOTs. It's gonna be the ESC lag again for the front lines. 3, which is Akiko Mikasa. There are now 4 in the bot lane. Now they have the Clash and Gong. It's gonna be a launch to the air and it's gonna be a pull. What an amazing gameplay, because it's another one coming from Engar, and the launch of the air is gonna be a defeat. It takes 2 in just a matter of seconds. Takes 1 from the side for ACDSC with a tower depth. Gonna be enduring damage. Nakuri takes 1. Look at that. Sam is still alive in this very moment since Nakuri goes out, and Yos just having a rep position on that. Well, as I can say, Vinci, that ACDSC is gonna be having a hard time since tier 2 tower is on its quarter HP. Tier 1 tower is down from the bottom lane. No more towers to take some space advantage.
Say that fight, yours did make it possible because of that good initiation from coming in from the Mai Shiranui. We have seen the Cho Hisatsu Shinobi Bachi. It was a really well executed. He managed to get 2 out of that. He managed to burst him down, and now they're not giving room. But what's happening here?
It's gonna be Yos having to get a shutdown. Just look at that. That is Sam for you. Oh, that is actually Super Tyra instead getting a shutdown. It's gonna be a commotion to the top. Nakuri approaches, goes for Anger for the support in the back lines. Whoa! We can see really some pincher moves coming from the side of a NANOBOT right here for ACDSC, having a good advantage to take a push on the bottom lane. You know, taking down tier 1 towers, and would you look at that? This ACDSC taking 1 tower against NANOBOT, but NANOBOT in the other side has, what, 5 or 6,000, maybe 7,000 in the gold advantage lead, Vince G.
Well, they don't even care. They wanted to end this as fast. They're taking the high ground tower, and now for ACxDSC, all that they have to do is to defend their base. They do not have to go out of their base, because we can see the NANOBOTs right now applying so much pressure. But look at Mai Shiranui and Nakaruru. Nakaruru somehow finding that kill.
Going for that wall. It's gonna be Nakaruru. Would you look at that? As Nakuri again. Soizi on the front lines. Going for the launch air. Yawi just having a difficult time to go up against ACDSC in that clash, but it's gonna be enduring so much. Gonna be shatter. Someone's gonna be cracking it. Yawi goes for the shield, goes for the CC control, but never mind. You're gonna be taking the tower down, just having an advantage to expose the crystal. Now having it a commotion with a wonderful approach coming from Super Tower, but never mind, because that's gonna be Sam again on the other side, taking it 1, taking damage to gain some advantage. Wow, that rhymes. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it.
That kind of hurt. I mean, somehow, even though that Super Tyra managed to stop Yos from snowballing, but you can see the pressure coming in from the side of NANOBOT. Even Sam, he doesn't want Super Tyra to walk out of this field again. He's gonna make sure that Super Tyra is gonna get caught. But for the ACxDSC, they need to prolong this game. We're talking about almost 9 minutes in this game. Yos here waiting patiently. He can like kickstart a fight.
Well, I think it's gonna be a defeat coming from the Overlord from the side for the NANOBOTs. Well, Yos is just waiting for the final moment, a perfect timing to clear out some waves, to push that tier 2 tower while having the other side for the NANOBOTs in the top lane in the middle to have some commotion. So ACDSC can have a position. It's gonna be exposed to the bottom lane, having it to expose. Gonna be a push to the tower. Since Overlord, the Vanguards are now attacking, it's gonna be a clash coming from Sam with a wonderful wall. Comes in with a full. It's gonna be control, launch to the air. DSC lag just gets taken out. It's gonna be killing spree coming from Nakuri.
good news. I mean, they're gonna be confident right now into going towards their base. They're taking high grounds one after another.
Tier 3 towers going in. Anger just takes in the launch control. It's gonna be Yoz taking for the reposition with the backlines. Would you look at that? It's a rampage coming from NANOBOT. They have ended it. Maybe yes, they're gonna be ending it right here for the match 1 for the Honor of Kings Reign Supreme, and that is it. NANOBOTs just came in with a wonderful start for our Honor of Kings quarterfinals. Wow, a big congratulations right here for the side for NANOBOTs, Vince G.
Wonderful play, wonderful execution. They did not wait for 10 minutes. For NANOBOTs, all that they have to think of is to end this game as fast as they can, and they did it under 10. So let's talk about the case of ACxDSC. I mean, somehow Nakoruru Super Taira is having some struggles when it comes to picking off some target. He managed to get 2, of course. He managed to put a stop towards Yoz, but that's not enough though. I mean, Yoz dying twice isn't a biggie because Yoz here, they managed to initiate so well. Remember the crucial fight at the bottom lane. I mean, Yoz with the Chao Hisatsu Shinobi Bachi. He managed to kickstart a fight, drag down 2 players, and then from there, it snowballed. Why we? He can like go into his beast form thanks to his unbridled outburst. He managed to slam the ground when he's in beast form. This guy's unstoppable. You can see that he's taking the front. Sam here is gonna try to put some necessary obstacle. I mean, it's all about making this work. And for the lineup of ACxDSC, I mean, yes, they have a pretty good and potential lineup, but all I can say is that they need to prolong this towards the late game, and they know that. They know, and even NANOBOTs know that as well. They know that if we reach late game, we're gonna lose. So might as well end this while we have the lead.
I actually agree with it because having NANOBOTs on the other side, they're taking a lot of space. Well, some like that I see from ACDSC, they're not taking up too much space for the jungle, you know, having to take up too much of that space. NANOBOT is going to be having a hard time, but still a nice try because look at that, ACDSC has some outstanding still fights when it comes to clashes. They have the potential to put it up against, but still big congratulations for the both of the teams. ACDSC, still a big congratulations to you because you got past of the eliminations. You secured yourselves for the quarters, but there's gonna be more tournaments for you to come in for other opportunities here for the BattleForSupremacy on outside opportunities, you know, because Honor of Kings is really on a fast-paced game, which as much as I can see, having advantage, it's gonna be an on point already. It is a farming game. Well, at least for 10 minutes farming game, you can really secure yourselves a win.
They can easily secure a win, and this is gonna be a great thing for them to utilize or capitalize on that advantage. End it quick, end it fast, proceed towards the next round. That's the goal. But if you wanted to have a long game, well, just like Captain America said, you can do this all day. You should do this all day, because if you manage to at least give up and lose, well, it's gonna be over for you. But some of the teams here, even struggling early game, but with their determination to win, well, that gave them the opportunity to turn things around and snowball towards their favor. So that's what I want to see. The storyline, that's the storyline that I want to see here, Silu, in the Reign Supreme Season 1.
And having to have a storyline right here, guys, for the Reign Supreme. My name is Alex, your caster, Vince G. We're going to be adding more storylines. We're going to be making stories right here for the BattleForSupremacy and the Honor of Kings. So me and Vince G, we're just going to be taking a short break. So we're going to be seeing you in the match 2. We still have some 7 matches left. So let's go on. We'll take a break, guys. In the mid, launch in the air. The ESC is just having that lag again. But never mind. It's going to be a delay for them, Vince G. 3v2 for the ACDSC, still in the advantage lead right here for the side for NANOBOT, since they have the 400 gold lead. But it's gonna be a wait on the Azure Golem. Look at that, launch in the air, and look at NANOBOT had the first blood going for the launch again. It's gonna be a clash for the ACDSC, gets picked up with the position as well. It's gonna be having a quite of an objective right here, since NANOBOT has the advantage for the gold lead. Itemization is already invested for the side for NANOBOT. Look at that attack, Yoz, and shatters that. It's gonna be Tyrant have HP. Is it gonna be a steal for the side for NANOBOT? We shall see, but we'll
But things are turning out really well. It seems like they are hunting for that 6th kill.
Red team,
I don't think that's a skill. It's gonna be a rampage coming. Now 4 in the bot lane. Now they have the clash and gun. It's gonna be a launch to the air and it's gonna be a pull. What an amazing gameplay because it's another one coming from Anger and the launch in the air. It's gonna be a defeat. It takes 2 in just a matter of seconds. Takes 1 from the side for ACxDSC with a tower depth. Gonna be enduring damage. Nakui
Bibachi, it was a really well executed. He managed to get 2 out of that. He managed to burst him down, and now they're not giving room. But what's happening here?
It's gonna be Yo. Oh, that is actually Super Tyra. Instead, getting a shutdown. It's gonna be a commotion to the top. Nakuri approaches, goes for Anger for the support. Didn't much. Gonna be Shatter. Someone's gonna be cracking it. Yowie goes for the shield. Goes for the CC control, but never mind. They're gonna be taking the tower. Since Overlord, the Vanguards are now attacking, it's gonna be Clash coming from Sam with a wonderful wall. Comes in with a full. It's gonna be control. Launch to the air. DSC lag.
Towards their base. They're taking high grounds one after another.
Tier 3 towers going in. Anger just takes in the launch control. It's gonna be your position with the backlines. Would you look at that? It's a rampage coming from NANOBOT. They have ended it. Maybe yes. They're gonna be ending it right here for the match. And yours together in the mid. Would you look at that? We're back for some more Reign of Supreme Honor of Kings right here for the Battle for Supremacy. My name is Sal, this is your broadcaster Vince G. And would you look at that? We are down for our first match already for tonight. It's gonna be ACxDSC versus NANOBOT. NANOBOT has advanced themselves, I think, to the semifinal. Oh, for the semifinals actually. Is it the semifinals? I think we have. Yeah, we have more actually for the bracket, but it's gonna be match 2, which is very exciting because it's gonna be MAHADEWA versus Team SVX. Well, Vince, you have no information or any regards for the Team SVX, but what are your thoughts here for the side for Team SVX?
Mahadewa is no stranger in the Honor of Kings scene. They have been playing as a team even without the global release. I mean, even before the global release came out. So Mahadewa, all I can say is that they're quite active in participating in some scrims, some tournament. But right now, it's legit. I mean, they're participating in a tournament because global tournaments are up. I mean, we can expect a lot of teams emerging from some of the countries. But now, Mahadewa is gonna try to prove their worth. Let's see if they're screaming. If these guys if they're screaming for months. I mean, if I said that, I mean, I'm thinking about screaming in my head, but you know, I'm just talking about the screams. I mean,
The scrimmage.
the scrimmage. Yeah, they're
Mm-hmm.
screaming. Okay, they're constantly
Mm-hmm.
screaming for too much, but now they're participating for tournaments and in hopes that they're gonna make it big.
Well, yeah, I actually agree with Vince. You said because, guys, I mean, if you're gonna go into tournaments, well, you gotta have some practice, right? And actually, scrimmages are one of those things because having to have some scrimmages is actually very amazing because you can test out your strategies, you can test out everything in the NANOBOTs as the winner. But we're gonna be starting a match 2 right here, guys. It's gonna be MAHADEWA versus Team SVX. Well, my thoughts on MAHADEWA Esports, yeah. With Vince, she said they are no strangers right here. I actually agree that they been doing some early studying, you know, early reviews or early patch notes coming from the Honor of Kings, because since it's the game is very new, having an advantage to have more knowledge, some knowledge, like 100% knowledge, because you know it's pretty hard to go pro, because being a professional player, you gotta have the ins and outs.
In and outs. Let's talk about the outs first. I mean, these are quite similar bands to see. I mean, Heino, Dacia, Dolia, and Yarya is quite new. I mean, if they're thinking of MAHADEWA picking a Marco Polo, then Yarya is quite valid. I can see the point there. I mean, they don't want to utilize that Yarya Marco Polo combination, because we all know that Marco Polo is one kind of marksman that heavily relies on going in, and he cannot go in without some heavy support. And Yarya, he can like use his ultimate towards Marco Polo and provide some additional shield to absorb. I mean, for Marco Polo, he just needs the damage, but Vong and the Ming actually, I mean, they have the answer for Fatal Boy Smai Shiranui.
Yeah, well, my thoughts on having Marco Polo on their side is actually good, because having a Marco Polo with having the EVA support, having a great execution on that, providing support, you know, you can take them so many in the backlines, you know, especially with the funneling system, because that's what I'm fascinating. Okay, that's one of the fascinating things that I want to see for the Honor of Kings, is having a pinch remove with a funneling system. You know, it actually ends the clash very, very cleanly and well, so fast, more than we can imagine, because it's Honor of Kings. You know, everything is fast paced here, high damage output, not much of a defense that I can see, but still works in the itemization. But yeah, having a funneling system while having for the backlines, you know, in the back end, you're gonna be ending the clash very well, clean and simple.
Clean and simple. That is what they wanted to do. Just like what happened in the first series, they have finished the game before 10 minutes. So for this one, I can see that TSV, they went in for the marksman. They went in for Garo instead. I mean, they have the jungle, they have the support, they have the farm lane. So all that's left to fill is mid and of course the clash lane, which MAHADEWA has already. I mean, they have Decoy for the clash, they have Fatal Boy for mid. So the question mark for MAHADEWA is, who's gonna be their marksman? Who's gonna be their supports? And for TSV, okay, might as well remove the supports. Probably for TSV, it's either they met in some screams, or probably they have reviewed the last game that MAHADEWA did here in Reign Supreme. So they have that idea, they have that information. So, well, it's not gonna matter if you remove Gucci or Zhangfei. Still, we have Motzi.
Look at the Motzi. Still, some flashes are still gonna be present.
Wait,
Still some smites. Yes.
he's hovering. I mean, if he goes Shang Yu, then I'm gonna be happy. But he went for Liampo instead. So I even thought they're gonna go Motsu, but they went for Tank.
Did you recently got disappointed in just a matter of seconds, right?
Yeah. Oh, and this is I thought. I mean, Marco Polo is there.
Marco Polo is here. I think that's a stun spell. Is it a stun spell?
Yep, stun spell.
It's gonna be a stun spell going for Marco Polo. Well, having a stun spell, you know, you can. I'm having a sense that MAHADEWA is gonna be having some early clashes, because having a stun spell in the very early stages, like 2 second stun or 1.5, is still helpful though, because having for that stunts, well, you can really pick off some of the players. Having to pick it off because it's not that easy actually. It is not easy having to pick off some of your opponents when it comes to clashes. Taking one, you're gonna be having the advantage again. It's gonna be 4v5. Well, in a matter of cases, it's gonna be 3v2 because stun matters. Like a.
I just noticed I got mirrored, but anyways,
You got me right.
I'm not used to it. I used to look this way, but anyways. Here we go. Second series of the night. I mean, MAHADEWA and TSV. This is gonna be a match to behold, ladies and gentlemen. So, who is gonna be the first one to get the kill? Who's gonna be the first one to take the objective? And who's the first team to end it out? Let's find out.
Well, finding it out, it's gonna be the early stages in this matter, Vince G, because MAHADEWA Esports on the other side, they still have some flashes present. We have some from the side for Team SVX. We have some executes, smite, then a recovery. Would you look at that? An early clashes comes in. It's gonna be launched in the air. MAHADEWA Esports. But look at that. They have it in a wonderful, amazing clashes. But Team SVX is just dominating on that high damage output. It's gonna be TSV going again, but reinforcements, man. We can see MAHADEWA Esports really have those early clashes, just level 1, level 2 going inside it. But TMSVX, high damage output. They didn't secure a clash coming from the side for MAHADEWA Esports.
You know what happened? I mean, after all the action happened in the bot lane, in the farm lane, I mean, the clash lane is quite hot. I mean, for Decoy to get the first blood, I mean, that's quite nice because he managed to pair it up with that. Is that K-Dam? I don't know if I pronounced that night, but a lane here did not survive the pressure coming from RAYET. Wait a minute.
Look at that, wonderful clash. You're gonna be at the first two already. First blood came in, second one coming from the side from MAHADEWA Esports. Now they have the 5.5 advantage lead. We're not actually seeing some advantage for the take of the jungle, but look at that, Fatal Boy just going for the approach. It's gonna be a commotion coming from the side of the MAHADEWA, but Team SVX gets delayed. They go for the reposition, they retreated.
They retreat. So this will go after that. Decent kill in the bot lane. Might as well wait for another one. I mean, for level 4, actually, he sure did roam pretty well, but I kind of like the attempt of MAHADEWA giving so much space for NX. Even though with Yarya, I mean, it's just a strong message for Team SVX. I mean, it doesn't matter if you ban Yarya. We still have a lot of support heroes that can protect NX. Might as well ban the hero instead and not the other heroes, not the support heroes. Ban NX instead, by the way.
I actually agree with it because having for a side of MAHADEWA, yeah, the stun is actually on point for the Marco Polo. Is going to be going in with a car control again, launched in the air. It's going to be Envy here taking some damage. It's going to be enduring it. It's going to be a commotion approach coming from Tyrity. It's going to be double kill from the side of the MS base. Look at that. Another launch in the air. It's going to be crack control. It's going to be the MAHADEWA Esports. Fatal Boy just goes in, takes it out, takes the win. Another successful clash coming from the side of MAHADEWA Esports.
That was
Very fast.
How MAHADEWA, they managed to charge in. It was Melo, it was NX. There were just like 2 men, but we did not even see ACxDSC was there. And now mid is quite hot. They wanted some paybacks. They wanted to keep this one.
And they're gonna be taking some more, but never mind. It's gonna be stuck down. It's gonna be against Fatal Boy. Well, got into that tower, but look at that. Another commotion comes in. Got another clash from the backlines coming from the MAHADEWA Esports. Gonna be enduring some damage. It's gonna be Demon. Take it out. The Demon has been taken out. The Angel comes in, I mean, yeah, Angels and Demons, man.
Wow. I mean, rotation though from MAHADEWA. I mean, let's look at how active they are. After bot, they went mid. They're applying so much pressure for VOIN. Even VOIN here, he just tried to hug near the tower, but going back to that promotion at bot lane, even though Melo and NX went in first, they got caught because SVX here was 3. We've seen how fast ACxDSC was. Decoy and Fatal Boy were there, and we can see Melo trying to attempt to disrupt the SBX attempt. Tempest.
But look at that, another one still coming from Action Ready. It's gonna be launched in the air, and Melo just goes for the crowd control. Another double knockup. It's gonna be Marco Polo getting one. VOIN is out, Tangchi's out, Demon is out. A killing spree with just one simple clash, and getting a Tyrant is actually one of the most amazing plays that you can see right here for the Honor of Kings. You know, that is quite impossible, but yeah, that is esports, everybody. When you're in esports, everything is already possible because it's just a matter of minutes, matter of time, matter of simple damage. Even though if it takes one damage, I mean, we can already see that MAHADEWA Esports is just there to take the Tyrant over from the team SVX. They didn't do much of a zoning phase, but MAHADEWA on the other side goes in for the information.
Is such Kadam. I don't know how.
Shkadam.
Shkadam. But Shkadam. Bam. I mean, I'm talking about this guy. He's receiving tons of damage. He managed to go back to base safely. He managed to evade Enix, but right now, even Decoy, he's applying so much pressure. And now he was forced to go mid. And for MAHADEWA Esports, they're going mid as well. They wanted to start a fight. I mean, for Melo and Enix, all that they have to do is to clear SVX's jungle.
Yeah, they're gonna be clearing the SVX jungle. It's gonna be an advantage for the itemization because, you know, having right now with 6,000 gold advantage lead, MAHADEWA Esports already had the itemizations investment already. For the side for STM SVX, they still have some items. Gonna be a clash of 5-man shockwave coming from the MAHADEWA Esports. Takes one more. Team SVX gonna try to get their comeback. It's gonna be the stun coming from the Marco Polo, but a knockback going to Shkadam. It's gonna be TSV again on the other side, having to defend their tier 3 towers, which is the high ground, because we can see it's actually one of the towers that they have left, except for the bottom lane. It's gonna be tier 2, but Acturetti and the gang is just taking out the tier 3 tower, leaving the crystal exposed. Team SVX, look at that. Melo just comes in. Another amazing crowd control coming from Melo.
Here, he's smooth as a marshmallow indeed. I mean, he's not even smooth. He's not even soft as a marshmallow. He's hard. I mean, I don't know how can I compare a hard marshmallow? I mean, it has been left for days already. You cannot chew that marshmallow. He's hard. He's just hard. He fights. He's just jumping in, and he's just nailing that ultimate very well. I mean, with the Tremor Smash, he's like an Avengers though, just like that. Bam, bam.
Having to go up in the Avengers because we already see the Marco Polo high damage output for Melo taking the front lines, Marco Polo in the back lines. This is actually good what Vince G said, everybody. Having Marco Polo on their side, having a good support and heavy support for the clashes, you're gonna be dealing so much of a high damage output. But for the team SVX, look at them. They're all together. They're ready for that fight. Crowd control comes in. Team SVX is delayed. They delayed that clash. It's not gonna be successful for MAHADEWA Esports to take one for that tower, but Team SVX really denied that.
Going back to what I've said, I mean, Melo, I can like compare this guy to an Avenger. I mean, all that Captain America has to say is to smash, and he's just doing it. He's just smashing and smashing with the Tremor Smash in just one command. He's just taking orders, man. He's just starting fights. He smashed. This is way too hard.
Talking about smashing, because we already see Decoy takes a knockback from Tongsi. It's gonna be another one coming from the side from MAHADEWA, but Team SVX is taking one. Decoy is now out. 4v4 situation. SVX might have some advantage right here since Skadam's on the front lines. Gonna do back lines coming from Enix, trying to delay, but Marco Polo taking one. It's gonna be killing spree. Maybe talking, but the box comes in. A crowd control again. A double kill from the Marco Polo. Would you look at that? Another triple kill coming from Marco Polo, but never mind. It's gonna be double kill right here for the side. And Tangsi is the only one left. Tried to defend the crystal, but Marco Polo is still on the other side. And would you look at that? I love how actually Team SVX is standing for the crystal. Wow. Still, big congratulations right here for the side for MAHADEWA Esports for securing yourselves against Team SVX.
SVX did fall very, very hard, but MAHADEWA, just like what I've said earlier, the experience, the amount of experience that these guys have is just way too much. They have been practicing. They have been actively participating in scrims. So we should admire the determination of the team SVX. I mean, before this fight, they have managed to research up against their opponents. They have managed to at least get some little intel on who or what is gonna be their best heroes, how do they play out. But still, even with the effort of banning the Yarya, they still had the Marco Polo. It doesn't matter who is the support as long as he protects Marco Polo really well. For NX, he's having a time of his life. He's the MVP. He's the get-to-go guy. And for Melo, okay, we can also award his MVP. We all know we know a particular Melo who was a former MVP.
I agree that because actually for the Cypher and for Mahadewa, we actually see that Melo is having some amazing crowd controls. We see because it's gonna be 88% for the Cypher Melo having to go up against team fights, you know. So like 88%, the majority of the team fights, he was present there. He was ready to take some crowd controls. I mean, it's quite annoying for a Leon Paul just going against to go for the clash, taking knockups and launching the air times two.
I mean, as I've said, Melo, all I can say is that this Melo reminds me of that Melo guy who used to have the finals MVP in basketball. You know, this guy slams. This guy dunks the ground heavily. Melo just did it. I mean, for Action Ready, Decoy, and Velo Boy, they're way too fast. I love how they rotate all throughout the map, and this gives them more flexibility, more freedom to do whatever they want, to roam freely around the map. It was wonderful.
Well, yeah, wonderful indeed. Big congratulations right here for Mahadewa Esports. And still a big congratulations actually for Team SVX because you stand up against Mahadewa Esports and Mahadewa Esports, you've secured yourself a spot in the next series. So my thoughts on this game, it was actually very fast. They're good at clashes. From both teams actually. They had good clashes.
They had good clashers indeed, and of course, they way to start a fight, way to end this game. So that is the conclusion of Mahadewa and Team SVX. I mean, what a game it is for us. We're done with the second series of the night. We still have 6 more. I mean, still, this is gonna be a long night. I mean, round of 16 teams, and now we just need to trim them down to 8. And we already have 2 teams that's gonna go towards the top 8. So this is gonna be exciting. I mean, we're slowly filling up the gap. We're slowly filling up who's who are they gonna face with. So I'm gonna be so thrilled because up next, I think I've seen Ares before. I've seen Ares play before, but you know it's gonna be a different matchup because up next it's gonna be them.
Riot Esports from
Riot.
Cambodia. Actually, having a backstory of Riot Esports, they actually did succeed themselves. They're actually quite unstoppable, you know, when it comes to clashes because from the eliminations, they just go straight all out, man. I mean, Riot Esports cannot be stopped when it comes to clashes. But yeah, it's gonna be a wonderful match right here for the next guys because we're gonna be taking a short break so we can see the GMT Ares versus Riot Esports for the match 3. We have 6 more guys. It's gonna be the third match next. So Manu Saludis, your bodycaster Vince G. We're gonna be taking some breaks, so we see you some more action later.
Blue team has slain. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy.
Why are you running? My sword!
Blue team has slain. Tyrant has been defeated. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team rampage. Blue team killing spree. Blue team double kill. Shut down. Team triple kill.
And we are back right here for the Battle for Supremacy Honor Kings. We're back for some more action right here. My name is Alex, your caster Vince G, and look at that, we're actually right here for GMT RS versus Riot Esports. Look at that. We have concluded our two matches for tonight because that is gonna be ACxDSC, NANOBOTs, MAHADEWA, and Team SVX. We already see that from the side of NANOBOTs, they have secured themselves into the series actually as well for the MAHADEWA. But for the match 3, will it be GMT Arrows versus Riot Esports? That is what we're gonna be seeing because it's gonna be Indonesia with this GMT Arrows again versus Riot Esports.
Well, it's gonna be them trying to at least prove their worth. So I'm gonna be expecting that some of these teams are gonna be popping off, just like what happened here on the what's happening here on the other matches that we have. I mean, the games were quite fast. They managed to finish it before 10 minutes. So might as well for them might as well keep up with the pace, or probably for the other team might as well strategize, make this a long game to match their favor. So let's see how this goes. I mean, draft is just one part of this match, so I would love to see on how they manage to at least outsmart their opponents by picking the best heroes that they got. Hello there, good sir. Mahadewa
And-
Esports is your winner.
Mahadewa Esports, the match 2 winner. It's from the side coming from the Marco Polo. I mean, I actually agree with Vince you said. Having a marksman, you already see, guys. Having Marco Polo in the back lines, having Leonpo as your tank, a support, going for the clashes. I mean, it's gonna be quite devastating for you to have in those moments of clashes because, you know, Marco Polo has some insane output damage, highly damage output, and for the side of Leonpo launching into the air, times two. I mean, it's gonna be annoying, man. Having a times two launch up in the air and having a spell stun come from Marco Polo, it is an advantage that you can take for that gold. Itemization is gonna be on point again. Same rotation, same ratio that you're gonna be doing, Vince J.
It's gonna be them trying to at least outsmart their opponents. It's gonna be the rotations, and I kind of love the rotations coming in from Mahadewa earlier on. I mean, you can see how literally they came in from mid, going towards the bot lane. I mean, just look at how awesome they are when it comes to fight. Somehow, they are starting a fight in the bot lane. Marco Polo, they start early, they die for them. So they are very, very active all throughout the map. And I hope that I can see the exact same level of that action here on the game itself. So as we get ready for the drafts, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, my thoughts about this, Silu, this is gonna be an interesting matchup. This is gonna be an intense play for them. No one definitely wanted to lose because they survived the 64 teams, and now they're gonna be trying to at least cut this down to they're gonna try to more work their way towards the quarterfinals.
I agree. I actually agree with that because to work their way into the quarterfinals, I mean, this is one of the moments that you don't want to mess up. Okay, because well, Vinci said everybody is gonna be an intense match right here for the GMTRs versus RAYET Esports, but we're still gonna see because it's gonna be the start of the match. So we're still gonna see. We're still gonna be expecting some more from these both teams because, it takes a lot of effort and time on how you can really pull off those executions. To the fact that Honor of Kings is actually a fast-paced game, so many scrimmages are gonna be taking on point to execute your strategy. We all know coaches. I tried to do a coach once. I was once an IGL, but that was a different game. But for Honor of Kings, I'm not much of an IGL when it comes to mobile games. But for this one, we can actually really see what strategies and how they can really execute it, and how they're gonna be taking space, the funneling system all over the map, taking some more those positions, especially for the objectives, Vinci. The Tyrant and the Overlord.
So Tyrant and the Overlord, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we're gonna be talking about those objectives big time. I mean, having those objectives, it kind of gives you like a benefit. It kind of boost your teams. Just like when you take the Overlord, you're gonna be having an extra, or not an extra though. The minions is gonna be upgraded into a big dragon. I mean, the Shadow Vanguard is gonna be one tanky guy in the lane. I mean, instead of like having those regular minion wave, well, it's gonna turn out into a huge Shadow Tyrant that has an increased amount of damage, amount of health. He can like tank every guy, every towers. He can like deal a really painful amount of damage. But of course, the opposite of that is going to be the Tyrant, which gives them the chain lightning and the movement speed buff.
Actually, I agree with that. Now having the movement speed and movement speed buffs coming from the side for the Tyrant, I mean, it's gonna be a good push. I think it lasts for like over a minute and 30. So you like have time to push. You have a minute and 30 to push on those 3 lanes because it gives all of the buffs. And one of the quiet things that I don't really see for the Honor of Kings, actually the top lane, they don't push too much on the top lane. I mean, that's kind of a, not the center of the battlefield, but I think it's gonna be a good segue. But we're still gonna see, guys, because for Honor of Kings, everything's fast paced, so might not have to provide or to invest some attention to the top lane. But talking about drafting, Vince G, what are the things that you want to see right here for the drafting?
Okay, now that Ares already has the tanky guy, Fei, and of course we can see the RAYET answered with that, with an Arlie. So Arlie for the mobility, Arlie with the additional damage, but of course you can't fight tank, or you can fight tank with tank. That means for Fei, okay, I'm gonna go for Lian Po. I'm gonna smash the ground just like what MAHADEWA did. It's gonna give me some freedom to slam the ground, go in, initiate with a decent amount of damage, some big amount of health that he has. I mean, even the passive, even the Warrior Soul passive coming in from the Lian Po. I mean, he can soak up damage. He can try to at least max out his energy, and then once it's maxed out, he's gonna have his incoming damage reduced. So once that he got reset, it's gonna shrink, and then if it shrinks, it's gonna add, or it's gonna regenerate a portion of health back towards Lianpo, which is really good.
I actually agree with that. Now having Liampo on the side for Riot Esports, they have a Liampo again. I think that's a Mark Polo again. Well, a BR111. I mean, we're still gonna be seeing some fascinating clashes again coming for the side for Riot Esports. But we got a what's Onion King again with the execute. I forgot the name. It's Elaine. It's Elaine, right, VJ? Elaine. It's gonna be Elaine here for the side for GMT Ares, the Great Mutant Ares. But we're still gonna see, guys, because we haven't started the match, so we might see that Ares is gonna be taking a lot of space, maybe. But for Riot Esports, you know, it's gonna be the battle for the spaces. Actually, it's battle for taking some spaces on the jungle, taking some gold advantage. That's the way I see the game, Vince G.
Yeah, all about taking objectives, all about taking everything that your opponent has. And if you can take all, if you can take the jungle, if you can take the buff, if you can take every space that they have, well, it's gonna put them into an advantage. So Elaine here is back for Onion King. Somedewe. Okay, he's gonna Somedewe again. This time around with Zhang Fei, with Lady Jen. Okay, then we also have Rayet, who really rely on Dun's capability, Xiaohu Dun's capability to maximize the jungle. So
Dun. Oh, done.
Dun. D-U-N or D-A. If you say Dan, it sounds like D-A-N.
Yeah. Done. It's done.
Dun.
Dun. Akala ko dun ka na. Ay.
Kala ko din eh.
No worries, guys. It's just our Filipino humor jokes. It's gonna be done for the side for right. Dun,
Do it again.
Dun ka na sa iba.
Going back to the draft. I mean, Dun is okay. I can't get it out of my head. Thank you so much. Dun is a really good, capable initiator hero, and now they have become more and more confident. They pick it up. They pick something up like an Angela to match his burst. So it's all about the clash lane. I doubt that if Ray. Oh wait a minute, he's gonna go clash lane. I was expecting a clash lane. They're gonna go van jungle at this rate. So Obi's gonna be there. It's been a while I've seen a Pei being used on this tournament. So Rage with his Pei, and then for Kenshin he's just hovering. We don't want Dun to go jungle. Let's go clash lane Dun. So we give Kenshin. We let him use Fang. That's what he wants.
Actually, for the side for Riot Esports, we actually see that they're actually going for the frenzy, and just one smite is actually present. But for the side for GMT Ares, we actually see that there's two smites. So we thought it's gonna be going for the clash lane, but they're gonna be taking, I think, for the long run, you know, and like for a 4-minute mark, taking the Tyrant quite advantage because it's gonna be the objectives, taking space in those farms, gonna be taking so much of those objectives, especially the Overlord and Tyrant. So we're still gonna see, since this only the first start, you know, we might see, because Riot Esports is their spells, according to their spells, as much as I can see, it's gonna be the clashes to go in for against GMT Ares.
Well, for Riot, mobility is gonna be the key. I mean, it's a standard RD frenzy build. He needs attack speed, so mobility-wise, he's not gonna have a problem. So he needs to focus more on his attack speed. But for them, I mean, double smite can work out. I mean, it works out if they wanted to secure and clear out objective way too fast. And Angela, Liampo for Soryu and Zantro here, they're gonna go for an early invade, but somehow they got caught by Zhang Fei.
Would you look at that? Some very early stages we're seeing from the side from GMT Ares. Look at that, they just traded themselves off. It's gonna be first blood coming from the side for GMT Ares. Well, quite an advantage since the first blood gives more gold, but for Riot Esports, wow, it just traded off.
I mean, for Lane and done to face each other here. The clash lane is quite unusual to see. I'm used to seeing Dunn taking objectives in the jungle, but you know they just had to have that guy to partner it up with the lane though, or to match up with the lane. But I like the dedication from Soryu. He managed to use the chain cinders to clear out the jungle camps, but Fang here now rotating.
Red team has slain
Now
an
we're gonna be
enemy.
rotating. They're taking one for the side for RAYET Esports. They really did take down Obi. But on the other side is gonna be Xantro on the backlines. But Kenshin also from the backlines. Oh, they have much delayed it, but some their way just gets taken out with the spray coming from Soryu. Soryu.
Soryu. He got
Soryu.
shown the way. I mean, for Zombie the way, he got shown the way. I mean, with that blazing brilliance, close combat, he got literally burned. I don't want to say that it's burned. I mean, he's unleashing his water dragon though. You can see the pain, the tiger trying to run away, but for GMT Ares, they're fending off the members of RAYET Esports. It's too much. I mean, for RAYET Esports, they're becoming more and more confident. For DMT Ares, get out of our base. Let us farm. We need space, and that's what Galki is doing.
And actually having it on the other side, they're gonna be going to the mid with Xantro having a difficult time for those guys. Gonna be Zulkis. Oh, what an amazing reinforcement coming there for the side, but the Kenshin goes in for the front lines. Rage having a hard time, but Sam Dewey on his half HP. Oh, Soryu again on the other side is having a difficult time to maintain its HP, Vigi.
Maintaining his health is quite challenging for each and everyone. Now we can see the Ruly Blade being used, and then Windslash do connect though for Rizukis. He's gonna try to play it safe. I mean, just look at how they're playing it aggressively for RAYET Esports, but somehow Ares can find the answer. They just need range to farm until he got the items that he needs. And for Onion King, well, for the unruly blade, I mean for the Windslash that BR1111 is using, I mean he got that CC immunity that he can use in handy.
Actually, I agree with that. Now having it on the side for the Masters right here, the commotion comes in with a wonderful approach, but never mind. It's gonna be Gayoki taking some damage. You're gonna be enduring it so much, but they have taken it out.
The pressure coming in from the bot lane, I mean from GMT Ares, this is the only way that they see to at least even out the ties. Might as well take down the bottom tower, the outer tower there, but they're fighting back.
Blue team has destroyed
They're gonna
a
be taking
tower.
it back, but Gayoki is gonna be having a hard time. Well, for RAYET Esports, we already see that they're really not stopping. But look at that, they're gonna be zoning in. Xantro to the Ampo just goes in, trying to knock up in the air. It's gonna be a clash commotion for the Onion King. We look at that, they have taken the time right here for the side for the GMT Ares. Now the RAYET Esports gonna be having a hard time since the crowd control comes in. There's gonna be another one here for the side for Rage. Gonna be getting a double kill for Someday Way. Another one takes it down. OB. They just cleared that wave of team in for the side for the RAYET Esports. Now they have taken the Tyrant, now having an advantage since they have taken 4 out. It's going to be 12k advantage Goldie. They're going to be taking out the tier 1 tower for the side, but Soryu just takes him with the laser spray.
Blue team has destroyed a tower.
I kind of like the term here. I mean, for Soryu's basic combination, he's just unleashing a lot of burst damage. Chaos Cinders, crowd control, and then with the spray coming in from the Blazing Brilliance. It was a brilliant play coming in from Soryu to burst him down. Well, if we're talking about 1v1s, I mean, if Soryu did connect the Chaos Cinders, then expect that there's a burst coming through. I mean, all that GMT Ares needs to do is to build out some magical immune items in order for them to withstand the amount of magical damage coming in from the Soryu's Angela. So this is going to be quite painful.
Yes, indeed, quite painful since, yeah, having the attention again for the top lane. This is what I'm actually looking for of SG. Having attention for the top lane. Having attention to go up against, but look at that. GMT Ares for the side for the Overlord. It's going to be a take for the side for the GMT Ares. Not much of investment coming in for the clashes again. It's going to be the Gayoki just trembling the ground. Look at that. Nakakatakot. So scary, my guy.
scary. I kinda like that term. I kinda like how you express that in Tagalog. Nakakatakot, nakakatindig balahibo, and now we can see them racing. They're having a goosebumps already. Fights are commencing. DeathXDSC comes through.
Comes through indeed. Onion King just launch it up in the air since they're still safe for the inside. For the tier 2 tower, it's going to be Zuki's again. For the other side, taking some damage. Going to TP it out from some delay, but going to be done. On the other side, oh, a gangman coming in from time for the GMT Arrows. But look at that, gets defeated. Shut down from the side for GMT Arrows. Now they're taking up the done. Not much of investment gonna mean since Liampo and the other side have no other reinforcements because it's gonna be Shadow One. You're trying to push for the tier 3 tower or tier 2.
This is the dragon I'm talking about. I mean, the Shadow Vanguard is quite tanky. I mean, it's gonna replace their usual 3-4 waves of minions into a one tanky and the scary dragon. You know, he's just blowing out every minion wave, even from the ballista. Going towards cannon. This guy is really, really scary, just like what GTRs is doing. Apply so much pressure on top.
So much pressure in top. Indeed, it's going to be Rayzando. The Liampo goes out again. Not much of a tank coming for the right east where GMT goes in for the backline. It's going to be launched in the air. Sorry, having a hard time. It's going to be an OB taking one there. Enduring the damage. It's going to be one more for the double kill. OB takes it down. Another clash from the side for the GMT Iris. Amazing gameplay. It's going to be BR111. The done. Going for the 1v1. Oh, not getting okay on the other side. I mean, you have no reinforcements. This you gotta play safe right here.
They gotta play safe right here, and now all that they have to do is to push. But how can they push? Now we can see that the GMT Aris now having that advantage. 8 minutes. They wanted to end this game while they have the advantage. OB, Rage, they can still manage to push down the bot lane. I mean, they got Yaoki protecting them as well. And now MAHADEWA is showing the way towards how they're gonna be converting BR1111 into a kill.
I actually agree with that because for the side of the GMT Arrows, it goes in again. They are not stopping at this very moment. It's gonna be Liampo taking for that for the support. So BR111, the done cannot be taken as well. But Soryo just on the other side for the backlines, going for for the kill. But never mind, it's gonna be a delay. But for GMT Arrows, they really did secure themselves a lot of flashes, a lot of a gold advantage lead for the itemizations. Vince G.
Well, a lot of gold, a lot of itemizations, but for RAYET Esports, they know that Pay is hiding in the brush. They're starting to think that, okay, Pay, you need to go towards your friends, but they don't need Pay, they don't need Rage. I mean, all 4 of them can easily take down a lane. They can easily take care of a lane, but look at Rage, he's just deactivating the sprite, but somehow the Unruly Blade will not connect, and the backup just came in time. Even though that Rage does not need any help yet. So for RAYET Esports, they have to play defensively. They have to make their defenses tight. But here you go, the fights are underway.
The fights are underway. It's gonna be Liampo with that flash with an amazing knock up to the air, but it's gonna be unstoppable for this high from Obi. But for RAYET Esports, Rayzandra just trying to go and take up for the launch in the air for the knockouts of the crowd control. But for Zuki's, they are actually in a might scattered place. But for the side, for the GMT Arrows, this is what I'm telling you, Vizio, a while ago about those double smites. Having double smites are going to be taking a lot of objectives, a lot of farm, a lot of space in the jungle. So RAYET Esports can have some delay on the gold itemizations. But the only way to stop in this killing spree for the JMT Arrows is, in the early games at least, is having to go up against them.
It's gonna be them going up against each other, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, they GMT Arrows maximizing their potential because yes, they have the advantage, but they still wanted more. They still want to make sure that they have this in the bag. And just like that, for RAYET Esports, they wanted to maximize their base. They wanted to utilize the fact that GMT Arrows will be hungry for that high ground tower, and they are trying to keep Soryu protected because he's the one that that is capable of bursting them down. I mean, they like focus on one player. The crowd controls were really decent, but in terms of like starting the fight, it's happening.
Onion King is right there, but the boys on the top HP gonna be exposing the crystals in the tier 3 tower is down. One more coming from the side for the Kenshin, but it's gonna be another one gets defeated. GMTR is still standing strong and healthy, but for the side for right Easters now they're down to one. Suk is down, not strong and healthy indeed because they're gonna tap HP. Liampo again for the shield, going for the crowd control, but Kenshin on the other side still here, standing strong. But look at that, yes, for the double kill, but never mind because GMTR is gonna be taking home that win. So fast. Everything in this matches right here, Vinci. I mean, everything is so fast.
So fast.
So
indeed.
fast.
Wow, I love that. I mean, especially during the rainy days, so fast.
So fast.
Yeah.
The soap.
Noise.
So fast. Noise.
I mean, it's not about the stats though. I mean, so midway. He only has 4. I mean, he only has 3 items and a boot. He only has Splendor, the Venomous one, then of course the skill damage skill damage item. It's just burns. I mean, you can feel Lady Zen's capability to negate the healing coming in from the entire Riot Esports. And aside from that, Obi has that Doomsday, that Spark Forge Dagger, Kiras of Savagery, that Frost Gun, that Frost item, and then for Rage, he's gonna go full damage. I mean, Axe of Dormant, Doomsday, some attack speed boot, Master Sword, and then some unfinished item. As well go in for the big one indeed. I mean, look at Gauki. I mean, for 11 assists, he's not even done with the shield. He's not even done with the cloak that he's trying to build. I mean, he provided a lot, but just look at how it contributed towards Onion King and Obi. They just farmed so much, and as for Soryu, the damage dealer, or the burst damage coming in from Soryu isn't enough because he only has that scepter of reverberation and of course that the cap. So he needs more time, and time is not on their side, it seems.
I actually agree with that because now we're gonna be seeing some Gyoki. Wow, 11 assists as coming from the side from Som Wei.
So
Because 11 and 10, bro, I mean, that is quite impressive for those assists since Obi on the other side is going to be taking it home against with Rage. Actually, the Warrior, you know, they're going to be taking a lot of objectives since the Overlord, the Tyrant, you know, just having like 2 objectives at once. It's going to be the Overlord and Tyrant. They're going to be taking it. Once they've taken it, they have the time to push in right now. But for the side, for Riot Esports, I think the most possible thing that they can do is gonna be going up against GMT Ares in the very early stages, since they had a high damage output since the early stages. You know, I mean, from the side from GMT Ares, they have some quite of an effort to go up against, because Riot Esports, even though they have the effort and confidence to go up against, but still they had a high damage output, but it's still gonna be depend on how they're gonna be taking position in zoning phase for the Tyrant. Now that they have the Tyrant from the side for the GMT Ares, it's gonna be a little bit of a late game strategy coming from the Riot Esports, but still big congrats right here, GMT Ares, for securing yourselves for the series, because Riot Esports, still have more opportunities right here for the Honor of Kings, Battle for Supremacy. There's still more opportunities outside, so I'm wishing you all the best and good luck. But for this one, guys, since we have already concluded on our 3 matches for tonight, we still have 5 more. The next match, 5 more, bro, but there's gonna be the 4th match. It's gonna be Blacklist International versus Team Eureka. Would you look at that? It's already there, guys. Team Eureka versus Blacklist International. Well, we're still gonna see, guys, because we all know the Blacklist International have standard, a well-established organization. But for Team Eureka, they did secure themselves a spot right here for the quarters. But we're still gonna see, guys, because right here, right now, in this very moment, me, Silo, this is your bodycaster Vince G. We're gonna be taking a short break, so let's prepare for this match. Blacklist International versus Team Eureka, guys.
slain an enemy. Blue team has slain and defeated. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Red team, killing spree. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team, killing spree. Blue team, killing spree. Blue team, an enemy. Blue team has destroyed a tower. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team
And would you look at that? We're back right here for the Battle for Supremacy. Reign Supreme 5v5 Honor of Kings. And it's going to be a heated match right here. My name is Salo. This is your Buddygaster Vince G. And our next match is going to be Blacklist versus Team EUREKA. Would you look at that? Because for a fact that we know that Team EUREKA has themselves secured their spot right here for the quarters. It's going to be Blacklist International again right here. This very moment in the match 4 against Team EUREKA. What are your thoughts on this, Vince G?
Be a really tough fight, it seems. I'm gonna be invested in the both of these teams. Blacklist International, we all know and we are familiar with this organization, but they're quite new in the Honor of King scene. But the players, I can't say the same because they have been playing a lot. I mean, from different games. It seems they transition towards this new game, or probably they are grinding in the Chinese server. So we have to respect the Blacklist International lineup right now. We've seen them play before, I believe. Silu, we've seen them play. They ended the game like 3 minutes before 10. They made sure that they're gonna be snowballing their way through in this second round before they head over towards the quarterfinals. But they also have to face the might of EUREKA. EUREKA also did the same thing as well. This is a newly formed team, and I believe that these guys had potential. They survived the first round, but they're gonna be looking for that. And now, because of the roulette, it seems like they're gonna be facing one of the GOATs. But earlier on, we've seen GMT Ares won the series.
I actually agree with that. Now having GMT Ares right here, they have secured their spot right here for the next series. Well, big congratulations to you guys. But are you guys prepared for the next series, because right here it's gonna be the match for BlackList International versus Team Eureka. Now, since the drafting is already ready, Vince G, what are your thoughts on what they're gonna be picking? Because we see that Eureka right here, they really had themselves secured for the spotlight over here against Blacklist, because we see Chame, Jushi, Some to Prove, Golden Kite, and Chaz. You know, from the past eliminations, we actually see that they've done a very fast gameplay, like under
Wait a
10
minute.
minutes. They did.
Wait a minute. I am seeing some familiar names, okay? This is the first time I'm gonna be seeing Eureka in play, but I knew some of these guys. The guys here are quite familiar, okay? Talking about Blacklist earlier on, they have proved themselves in a different mobile game. But I can also say the same thing as well here on Eureka. Some of these guys have already proved themselves in a different mobile game. And all of these names like Iaknu, like Gem, I mean, these guys are really wanting to make a name from themselves here in the Honor of Kings by joining Eureka. And Eureka here, I believe they still have that passion. They still have the chance to at least outthrow Blacklist International, but let's see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Vinci, because for Blacklist, yeah, a well-established org. I have no issue or some familiarity from the side from the players, but actually for Blacklist, we all know. I mean, they did outshine their spotlights for other games as well. It's also a MOBA game, but still, it's still gonna be depending, since as well as Vince G said, I mean, we have some pro players right here in the spot, bro. I mean, having these kind of pros, I mean, it's an honor, you know, because they really scared themselves quite a good spotlight in this in the industry. But yeah, having Blacklist and Team Eureka with an amazing gameplay, look at that. We're still gonna be seeing Vince G, because these teams, I can't say much, man. I'm speechless. Hands down, man. Big respect to those big teams.
Well, just like my Shinoru's IGN, well, Blacklist and of course Team Eureka, they have something to prove. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the own opportunity for them to prove that they can reign supreme here in the battle for supremacy. And this was brought to you by BattleForSupremacy.TV, and they're bringing the best in all of these aspiring gamers, whether it be some amateur players, whether it be some ex-professional players coming in from different games trying to make a name for a new game. Well, you're always welcome here. This is going to be your training grounds, okay? So you can try to make a name. You just need to get experience, and experience, it all comes in different forms. And right now it seems like Eureka and Blacklist, they're gonna clash each other. But I think it's time for us to talk about the lineups, because for some to prove, Shiranoe seems like he wants to initiate. And just for Chushi, I believe Pei is one of his comfort heroes when it comes to jungle, so no doubt about that.
Yeah, having Black Chaz again for the Liang Po, I mean, we really so much saw, like, 2 matches straight, what Liang Po can do in terms of crowd controls when it comes to clashes. It's gonna be Chaz, you know, the setter of the team. Having already Black Chami, oh, with the pick. Vince G, what can you say about these picks from the side for Blacklist?
I mean, Chami's Dharma, Chaz's Lian Po, they have to protect, I mean, Lady Sun as much as they can, because Lady Sun is going to be their social damage. And if Chaz cannot initiate, some to prove, he'll like go in for that kick and then burst him. But for the lineup, I like how this is going. I think this is the first time I've seen a Nezha being used. So I did not see how Eureka played out in the first round, but Nezha, I kind of like where this is going. Since the update, I mean, for Arlie, he got improved a little bit, but for Nezha, he got the benefit. He benefited from the update. So we're gonna be expecting from Nezha as well. So the first time I'm gonna be seeing Nezha in play or in some professional scene or in this tournament setup. So I kind of like to see where this is going, and it's gonna be used by Gem.
Oh, gonna be Gem right on the side. It's gonna be El Pizzo. El Pizzo again together with Great for it. Actually, we're gonna be having maybe some early strategies, since you see these guys. Look at that. From the top lane, they're actually not initiating much. They're just taking down some of the best minion waves that you can actually have the advantage for the gold minion. Gonna be a first blood coming from the side of Golden Kai. Well, look at that. Yakno is down. Now for the Blacklist Chaz, they already got the advantage for the gold lead. Actually, they're taking up enough space for the red, not having so much information. Golden Kai takes on the bird. Pew, pew, pew. But for the side for Team Eureka, I mean, they're gonna be taking the Yampo goes in. It's gonna be crowd control, but it's gonna be Jushi again for the reinforcements. Tiger comes in, but never mind, goes in again. It's gonna be heated battle right here since Blacklist International has the first blood already. For K, they're gonna be securing the Azure Golem for the side with the rotation. The Yampo goes in. It's gonna be launched to the air. 4-man push against for the jungle. Look at that. Now they have it again. Someone from Eureka just goes down. I think it's the Dun, bro. Is it the Dun that got eliminated, Vinci?
Dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun. Diba na sa iba?
But anyways, you know, Blacklist off to a good start it seems, and somehow they need to continue that aggression. They're just protecting Golden Kite at all costs, and we can see the Leon po. I mean, Chaz here is gonna try to back it off a little bit, and now this will force Crayfor to back off a little bit. They just need levels. They just need to make sure that the flow coming in from Team Eureka is going to, you know, to do it. I mean, Gem. Okay, let's talk about the Nezha. So still going towards the last mobile game that I've seen him play. Gem is familiar with the Clash lane. He's doing that. Look at this.
Another amazing game is going to be defeated right here for the competition side for El Peso. Eureka having a hard time. So it's going to be a 4-man push. Coming side for the Blacklist. We're going to look at a 4-0 lead. 3k gold lead again for the Blacklist right here. We're going to be seeing some quite good strategy coming from Blacklist since they're better aggressive gameplay. You know, taking so much space for the jungle, taking so much kills, having to reinforce some 4-man. You know, it's going to be 4 against 2. It's going to be 4 against 1. But still, they're having some information again for the bottom lane. Look at that. Just some simple information. They're gonna be taking the rotate now, having the Azure Golem on their side. It's gonna be a TP coming from Eureka jump. But look at that wonderful flash. Lampo comes in, goes for the clash, goes again for the crowd control. Dharma goes in, launch to the air. Black Chance is gonna making things unstoppable right here, but Yakno goes down as well as Crayfor. It's gonna be a triple kill from some to prove. He has something to prove, and Eureka Gems having a hard time. Will it be a quadra kill coming from some to prove? In just simple clashes, just a matter of seconds right there. Blacklist International is literally dominating in this scene. 3 minutes in, we're actually seeing already a 9-0. A double-digit gold advantage lead. I mean, this is an itemization for the side for the Blacklist International.
For me, Blacklist International, they have to capitalize on their advantage. They have quite a really nice gold lead. They're leading in kills, just like Blacklist International did in their previous game before they went into this round. I mean, they managed to at least get good amount of kills. They have been unbeaten. No one even died towards the first 5 minutes. So that's a really good feat. But right now, for Team Eureka, what I see here is that they need to prolong the game.
Prolonging the game indeed, because we see that right here. Some to prove is something to prove because he's really unstoppable. LP just shuts it down, but never mind. It's gonna be someone right here from Team Eureka going again down. Block Juicy is just on a killing spree, but for the side, for the bottom lane, it's gonna be Eureka trying to push the tier 1 tower, having a tower advantage. Gonna be deep into the tower. Yakno making things possible since Golden Guy is just running away. Going again, but it's gonna be getting a delay since we have right here from the backline. It's gonna be Chaz trying to go for the support. It's gonna be dipping in the backlines again. Goes for the launch in the air, but never mind. Goes again for the tower. Gets taken down for the side of Juicy, as well as we can see everybody when there is someone needed help for the side of the Blacklist. That team is there. They're not leaving their teammates behind.
Leaving their teammates behind. But going back to what I've said, Team Eureka, they need to tighten up their defense. They need to figure out a way on how they can pick off the entire members of Blacklist International. Now, good ulti coming in from Gem.
Good ulti coming from Jam. Would you look at that? Another kill here for Samto Probe. Samto Probe, we have 14 already for the side for the Blacklist. But for Team Eureka, they have good positions. Goes into the air. It's going to be a backhand right here for Team Eureka. Eureka shuts it down. Blacklist is having a hard time. Black Jazz running away with the Ampo. But look at that. They're having Dharma again to take down the Dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Going back, I mean, Eureka needs to capitalize on Gem's ultimate. I mean, talking about the Neza, Universe Ring Skyfall, he can easily mark a target. He can like easily charge in. This gives Team Eureka some decent amount of information to scout where the entire members of Blacklist International are, but it has its limits. I mean, you cannot do this globally. You have that certain amount of range in order for you to connect with your opponents. Another charge comes through. Ultimate coming from the Neza.
Coming from the Mesa, indeed, because Blacklist International here is still on the other side, going for the aggressive strategy because Tier 1 tower is still. Oh, would you look at that? Another one. Tier 1 tower is going to be going down from the side for the top lane and the ball lane. Tier 1 tower from the side for Team Eureka is still strong and healthy, but for Neza right over here, Eureka Gem going for 1v1, not knowing something is just on the back lines, waiting for the final moment. It's going to be Golden Cat again with the support. They're going to be taking the tournament again here for the Blacklist International since having the objective since they have the 22.8k thousand lead. I mean, that's like a 4k thousand disparity, my guy.
Red team has
Capability of
destroyed
a
tower.
Neza. I mean, I kind of like to give the props towards the Gems hero, the Clash Lane Neza. I mean, he got that damage over time capability with the Fire Tip Spear sweep. You can like dish out huge amount of damage. You can like easily go in front, but here comes the
El
Sandwine.
Piso comes in, the Shangwan comes in, yeah, then Neza takes it down, Sound to Bro has nothing but Liampo goes in for the launcher. It's gonna be an amazing gameplay because it's Shockwave coming from the side for the champion Dharma. Look at that, another amazing crowd control is gonna be coming in for the side for the Team Eureka. They're really doing a comeback right here. Team Eureka is really unstoppable in these clashes. I think they just rested a while ago, but they're gonna be dominating Blacklist in this clash. Would you look at that? 3 people from Blacklist is now down. Something broke Joshi and Black Cham is now down. El Piso is not gonna be stopping. Look at that. Decides to crowd control, but Golden Kite on the other side having it again. 1v1. Both of them are low. Not gonna be taking some lives because Iyako on the other side is gonna be having the support. And for the side for Team Eureka, now they have it again. The Overlord on their side. 2 towers, 1 objective from each and both of the teams. It's gonna be a heated battle right here. 8 minutes are in the game. Double digit disparity for the gold coin lead.
You've seen how Sumter proves my Shiranui goes in and chases down El Piso. Fights are now happening again, Silu.
And look at that, what an amazing shockwave again coming from the side for the Team Eureka now coming again, but Blacklist International is literally dominating. They have destroyed it in the clash. Now they're gonna be taking care of the Azure Golem to take some advantage again. But since Shadow Vanguards are all out for the towers, I mean, it's gonna be a good push coming from Team Eureka, but we're still gonna see because the Tyrant from the side here, they really have taken it well. They're doing very well for Team Eureka at least because they're holding it really for against Blacklist International. Having Team Eureka with only 7 kills but for 20 on Blacklist International with good itemizations, we can already see that they're literally just holding Blacklist out, not having too much of a game ender. See, we're now gonna be like 1 minute in for the enhanced Overlord and the Tyrant. They're really holding it in.
They are really holding it in, no doubt about that. All that they have to do is to wait for Blacklist International to dive deep. And then 8 are gonna use their kits. They're gonna be using all of their skills to shut down Blacklist International. We have to start with the Neza. We have to start, of course, El Piso will have to follow that up. Yes, they're taking the outer towers at mid, but they don't even care. They're just waiting for them to go near.
Yeah, and I mean, we can actually see that they have taken another tier 2 tower from the side for Team Eureka. Blacklist International having wonderful positions, gonna be great for taking some damage. And during the damage in the very early stages of that of the clash, I mean, it's gonna be a bad choice since Joshi is really best jungle right here. I mean, we can actually see that Juicy has some effort for the jungle. I mean, taking over those spots because HOK is very fast. Fast pace, talking about fast pace. It's gonna be the Yampo taking one again on the metal. It's gonna be a Chaz taking it over. Eureka Craver's gonna be having a hard time since Nessa right here takes it one more. It's gonna be another one for Team Eureka. How are they gonna be holding out because Jem's still alive? The Nessa comes in for the enduring damage. One more coming for the side. We got double for the Dharma. It's gonna be 2v2, but look at that, another one here. But Yaknu, but never mind. It's gonna be Black Chami, Blacklist, Golden Kai. They have taken it. They have secured the ace. They have taken in the team out. It's gonna be the push to the top lane. Will it be the end right here for the side of the Team Eureka since they only have 5 seconds left for Crayford to move on? The Blacklist is still alive and healthy and we're gonna be taking the crystal because it is now exposed, not having second chances. 5 seconds is all they need to advance themselves for the next series. Big congratulations right here for the side for Blacklist International.
They managed to play it out until the very end. This is the first time I've seen Blacklist International struggling when it comes to this fast-paced game. Somehow, Team Eureka found their answers, but Blacklist International respected that. They have marked Team Eureka as a potential threat and they wanted to end it. Unfortunately, I mean, I can see the efforts coming from Eureka to eliminate Golden Kite, but in that team fight, in that final team fight, Golden Kite just kited a huge amount of damage, leading for that final push. After taking that high ground tower top lane, they did not show any signs of remorse. Why wait for the Eureka to wake up? Let's just end this game with just the two of us and these minions around us while we have the advantage. And that is why Blacklist International won that fight. But Silu, my huge respect for Team Eureka for making it this far and by showing how much they got potential. I mean, look at Eureka. These guys already are showing promise.
Yeah, I actually agree. But for Team Eureka, I mean, they really did stand out on how they can hold for the side against Blacklist. You know, having to hold it out against those clashes. They're actually winning some clashes, bro. Not to mention, they're really all together. Look at that, 70% plus of the team fights. They all together. Also from the side for the Blacklist, you know, yeah, big huge respect right here for Team Eureka standing up against Blacklist because for a fact we all know that these both teams really secured themselves on a quite tight spot right here since they got up together. My thoughts on this game, wow. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be telling you guys. Eventually, I'm really speechless because these guys are really unstoppable. But the better team wins. Still, big congratulations for Blacklist International for securing yourselves again for the next series versus Team Eureka. You're going to be having some more opportunities right here and also outside opportunities. So we won't forget you. Thank you so much, Team Eureka. Big, huge respect to you. So yeah, Vince G, what do you got to say for this match?
Congratulations to Blacklist International, but props to Team Eureka for winning, for doing everything they can to find a way to break the code. But unfortunately, Blacklist International, they live by their motto. They are the ones who's breaking the code. So this is why they won that fight. Congratulations to Blacklist International. We're gonna be seeing more of Blacklist in the quarterfinals. But I wanted to see more of Eureka, but unfortunately, Blacklist International is the better team for this game.
And would you look at that? Since we have concluded already right here our fourth match for tonight, guys. That's Blacklist International and Team Eureka for you because we're not gonna go any further right here because since we have match 4 already concluded, Blacklist International, they really did, man. Team Eureka, they're really on point on those clashes. You know, they can support, they can do for the clashes. I mean, Yampo and the side for Jushi a while ago and for the Yampo a while ago. I mean, they can really put it up. You know, not having quite enough space, but they're really doing it. They're really trying hard not to get caught up on those launcher against Blacklist International. But yeah, still big congratulations for the both of the teams. And talking about congratulations, guys, have you ever heard of this? I have something to say for our viewers and for you, man. Do you know what it is?
Oh yeah, I know what it is. So might as well. I literally forgot that this is the fourth match. I mean, I was really focused on the fight that's happening, and
Yeah.
that is way too crazy. To think of it that this is the fourth match already, we're halfway there, but of course, we'll not make it this far without the team. Team Wallet. With Team Wallet, you can buy, sell, and trade crypto tokens like Bitcoin, ETH, Binance, Algo, Solana, and more. Unlike any other platforms where you need to download and sign up separately to buy Bitcoins and Ethereum, Team Wallet Bot makes it easier and more accessible for you guys by saving your time and effort through the Supreme ETFs or Supreme Exchange Token, Supreme Exchange Traded Funds (NTEAM) wallet. You can now purchase Bitcoin and Ethereum with just one click. Team Wallet has integrated all these features into a single system, making it more convenient and efficient for users. Search at Team Wallet Bot in Telegram to of this convenient tool. And let's not forget also, we also have Team Tokens. So you can earn, you know guys that you can earn Team Tokens by referring players to join our tournaments. I mean, just like recruiting players, referring players to join in some Honor of Kings tournaments or the other tournaments that BFStv has, you can earn team tokens. So these tokens can be converted to cash or used to join the upcoming events in the BFS. And the Supreme team offers you the opportunity to be drafted within its ranks by dominating in events like Call of Duty Mobile and Fortnite. Available to all players worldwide. And talking about Fortnite, using VNB, you can now purchase Fortnite V-Bucks and receive the pin real-time at Team Wallet Bot. And take note that all gift cards and prizes needs to be claimed by the users. Well, if not, it's gonna be returned to their respective users. So, speaking of Fortnite again, so if VFS TV Red and Blue to keep yourselves updated, join our Telegram channel at BFS TV Fortnite to learn more. Not only that, we also have a BFS TV Top Up. Get your very own RAYET points, Garena Shields, Fortnite V-Bucks, and Honor of Kings tokens. It is now available, guys, so don't miss out on anything. And I hope, Silu, I did not miss out anything.
You did not miss out anything indeed, Vince G,
Okay.
because guys, right here for the Battle for Supremacy, please like and share the stream because we wouldn't be here. This wouldn't be possible without you guys. Big shout out to our 210 viewers for tonight in this
Hello.
Honor of Kings Reign Supremacy. And would you look at that, since we are here right now, thank you so much, guys. We're gonna be moving on to our next matches because we still have more. Since this is only the fourth match, we have 8 matches in total. We're gonna be having like the half of it, 4 matches, and it's gonna be match 5. It's gonna be AXG Revitalize versus the Happy Family. And before that, everybody, let's see more. My name is Aldi's, your bodycaster Vince G. We're gonna be taking a short break, so see you in the match 5.
Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team. Blue team unstoppable. Shut down. Blue team unstoppable. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team Blue team unstoppable. Shut down. team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team.
we're back and alive and very healthy again for the Battle for Supremacy. Honor of Kings reign supreme 5v5. Would you look at that? Since we have concluded on our 4 matches tonight, we're gonna be advancing on half of our program. My thoughts on these like 8 teams that participated tonight. They have done very, very well. A heated battle from the last match, Vinci, right? From the Blacklist versus Team EUREKA.
Heated match, but as much as I want it to be a long game, but for Blacklist International, they don't want to waste any time. They wanted to end this as fast as they can. They wanted to maximize their potential. They wanted to. They don't want to give EUREKA the freedom to walk around the entire map, because I can see that there's a potentiality for comebacks. There's a potentiality for EUREKA to turn the tides around, just like what happened in the previous team fights. I've been seeing the economy trying to tickle down a little bit, and this gives the Blacklist International something to be to respect for, and then that's the way they respect that. They ended that when they won that team fight, and then boom, they managed to win that game. But we are now going towards our next series, ASG Revitalize, and of course the other guys here on the red side.
Is Happy Family.
Happy
It's
Family.
this match 5, guys. It's AXG Revitalize versus the Happy Family from Indonesia. Well, AXG Revitalize is from the Philippines, also fellow Filipinos, but for Happy Family, they're Indonesian. So we're still gonna see, guys, since it's gonna be the start right here for the match 5. It's gonna be the drafting of the heroes. So what do you think? What do you think right here, Vince, here for the drafting of the heroes?
I love the draft. I mean, for Princess Frost and Mai Shiranui to make it towards the banned prison, Da Xiao has became open. So for XG Revitalize, they're gonna max that out. And for Happy Family, okay, we're happy. We got Heino. We're contented with that, but they need to pair it up with some really decent heroes, like just like the Lady Sun. And as we go back, for Lady Sun, he's the winning hero for Blacklist. I've seen them utilize the Lady Sun very well, and for the Happy Family, I think they're taking notes. They have watched that previous series, so they have an idea that the Lady Sun can win games.
Actually, I agree with that, VG, since now Lady Sun is locked and loaded for side of for the side right here for the Happy Family for Revitalize. I think that the storyline for AXG, right, is they have like 2 teams under same organization advance to the quarters, right, Vinci?
I mean, we're gonna see more of AXG, but speaking of wanted to see more, for me, I wanted to see more of Angela. Then we can see BoJoinx utilizing the Angela for me. Okay, more Angela, more fun. Rasta is gonna be the lane. So Lianpo has seemed to become quite popular in this tournament. You know, if you run out of support because Dolia and Daciao has been heavily contested, well, go for Lianpo instead, and then it can like provide you with some heavy tank damage and you know, some good crowd controls. And I'm kind of thinking of Zhang Fei. I mean, Zhang Fei is kind of often, but it seems like, wait a minute, Zhang Fei can still be played by the Happy Family. I can assume that Lian Po can be Clash Lane, so this gives an opening for them to utilize Lian Po the Clash Lane, and then look at the targeted ban from AXG. They're focusing on the Clash Lane ban, so might as well force Lian Po to become the Clash Lane and then go for Zhang Fei, well, which is quite nice though.
It is quite nice because, you know, having actually done again right here for the side for Happy Family, 16 as Lian Po, we're still gonna be seeing some heavy clashes because already for the past matches, we actually see that Lian Po have taken some place in their wonderful clashes. But for the side for Revitalize, it's gonna be Kaiseralo. I think. Okay, for BoJoinx, it's gonna be Angela, then Elaine for Rasta 2 with the recovery, with the execute. The Ellie again for the recovery. I mean, it's gonna be a fascinating pick right here since flashes are still present right here, Vince G.
Flashes are there. This is gonna be quite nice. So, okay, scrap the plan. So they're gonna go for Lian Po support for Byron. So, another tanking guy actually. He has that shield. Thanks to this failed suppression and some natural sustainability from the energy. that he has. He can like swing his huge bat, make sure that he managed to swing it right off his targets, and then boom, rotate that. So for Byron, it's not really that bad pick, but I hope that they can utilize it very, very well. So for the damage source of the Happy Family, they must heavily rely on the Lady Sun's capability. They must protect Lady Sun at all costs. They should not let Lady Sun become the target of the crowd control from the other side of the map, especially that they also have burst. They also have that backline control. So Happy Family, they have to be careful about that.
Actually, talking about being careful, well, we're gonna be seeing some action coming from AXG on the later early stages of the game. So, because, it's not actually easy. Okay, it's not actually easy. You have so many things that you can talk about from AXG Revitalize on how they can be taking some positions, because Happy Family has much of a sensing strategy coming, because they're gonna be taking some damage right here. They're gonna be enduring so much from Percival. Gonna be Leonpo on the other side taking the immune again for the crowd control. I mean, AXG Revitalize really putting out some damage outsource on there.
Shot source for them. It seems like they're forcing Happy Family to go home early. With that kind of damage intake that they receive from their side, I mean, they can still hang on. I mean, it's just a minute. Healing Dew just came up. So for Happy Family, they just wasted some potential experience coming in from the mid. And now we can see some confidence rolling raid from the Lady Sun, El Major. So burst round, go in, go out. Lady Sun tries to hit it.
And try to hit it indeed, because it's gonna be a poke situation coming from the Happy Family. Not going to take it all, but it's gonna be Martins again carrying it out. Mantis just dives it in and takes the first blood. A, B, C, D, E, F, K is now out of the map. Gonna be reviving just a matter of seconds, but still, it's gonna be a first blood coming from the AXG.
It's gotta be the first blood, but for ASG Revitalize, going home isn't gonna matter, because you have Daciao. He has that capability to send home his teammates and herself too, when it comes to making some decent plays. They can like reposition anywhere towards the map, but look at Happy Family. They wanted to give it a go, and El Mejor is gonna try to at least poke it out. Now we can see Nakorudo diving in.
Now they're gonna be diving in again very well indeed. It's gonna be 3v3 situation from the Clash Lane. It's gonna be Marvin again for the reinforcements, but still it's gonna be a delay for AXG. They don't want to literally go on it, because it's gonna be just like a matter of minutes of how they can be taking the positions again from the following system. Since they look at that, AXG, there are 4 people inside the jungle. They're trying to take it, but it's gonna be wise if they're gonna be taking some positions or zoning in the Happy Family's jungle. But for Happy Family, I mean, they really do a great job on how they can be zoning it.
Zoning is all about repositioning, and as for Lady Sun, he needs to at least try to maintain his distance though. But they force they forced Percival to deal with the marksman. I mean, he can work it out. They swap lanes though. So is El Mejor going for mid? Because the Lady Sun has the natural capability to at least clear waves easy, which is really good for some mid laners. Now they went back as well. They're baiting Lady Sun.
Actually, I agree with that. Now they're gonna be having a full modern for Clash. He's gonna be going in and doing some of the damage. Gonna be TP out with a nice save for AXG. Now having it again. Oh, actually we have 4v3. It's gonna be a pressure right here for the Happy Family. Now it's gonna be a pinch and move going for the Happy Family. Not too much happy right now. It's gonna be AXG Revitalize, getting ganked all over again. It's gonna be a double kill. It will be a triple kill, because look at that. Still, Bojoink is still right here, but ABCDFK just having it again for the dunk. The bat is swinging right here for the side for the LALE. But for Happy Family, I mean, what a wonderful play for both of these teams. They have fallen it in 3 times, or 3 kills for the side for Happy Family in just 1 clash. Gonna be 3 also for the side for AXG. Now that they have taken care of it, AXG Revitalize is gonna be taking the tier 1 tower from the top. Gonna be some action again. ABCDFK trying to hit it off. It's gonna be TP out. What an amazing play, because we see the AXG Revitalize really use their utilities or tacticals on our abilities. Their strategies really hitting on point on those pushing of those lanes. Now having to push it, they have the tier 1 tower advantage against Happy Family.
Surprise on what happened. I mean, just look at the damage output. Just look at how ASG Revitalize are playing with the dash out. I mean, Ellie, I kind of love her plays with the dash out. He sends someone home, brings the entire team, and just like that, they even turn the team fight towards their advantage.
I actually agree with that. Now having Happy Family on the other side, trying to get some gold advantage. It's gonna be 3,000 gold disparity, but AXG is literally just dominating. Look at that. Another amazing play from the Happy Family. Now they have the advantage. It's gonna be 13.2, 15.9k. It's gonna be AXG Revitalize. 2v3 situation is gonna be moving on to the 4 to the clash lane. It's gonna be Shadowmonkers going in for to push, but never mind. It's gonna be Dumpo against our Rasta. It's gonna be versus a lane on that side, but it's gonna be a delay right here for the side for the Happy Family.
The delaying tactics, all about Happy Family trying to prolong this game. And ooh, Kaiseralo almost dying in an instant, but of course they got to sustain.
They're gonna be sustaining. It's gonna be a matter of situation, a matter of seconds right here for the side for the XG Revitalize. It's gonna be a 5v1. Ooh, look at that. Percival XA is now out of the map. It's gonna be XG Revitalize again, taking it down. One for the Rasta. Go it again, gets launched in the air. It's gonna be 1v1 situation, but never mind. It's not gonna be happening since ABCDFK is trying goes in for the dash. It's gonna be a launch in the air. It's gonna be the bash to the bat. It's gonna be 2v1 still, but Rasta having a hard time, but it will be able to live from that situation. Having to Ellie on the other side, or Mantis taking one down for the DN tower for the tier 1 tower. Look at that. They have the 2 tower advantage lead against Revitalize actually. Now having Happy Family with 0 towers taken down, it's gonna be a hard time for them to push, but they're trying to make things possible for the side for BCDFK. It's gonna be light clashes happening again, non-stop right here for the side for Happy Family. Takes one launch to the air. It's gonna be 16 having a hard time since it got to take it out. It's able to live. It's gonna be Angela gets down. ABCDFK goes for the response. Allen is left in the top lane. Vince G, these teams are really unstoppable, non-stop for these clashes.
Not clashes, and now we can see them calm down a little bit, but they're applying pressure in the mid lane. That's the outer tower that's only available in this map for the side of Happy Family. Yes, they got the side lanes, they got both top and the bottom outer towers, but mid is still intact. They're winning objectives. I mean, Happy Family and AXG Revitalize, they got one each, but Happy Family, they wanted to even up the game. They wanted to produce more and more kills, but for AXG Revitalize, I kind of like how confident they are, because they know that they got Ellie's Dacia to make some plays here. Look at Nakaruru. Nakaruru, for Mantis, he's not even scared of diving. He keeps on charging because he knew that there's a Dacia that can save her anywhere she is.
Actually, I agree with that. Now having an advantage right here for the side for the AXG Revitalize, Happy Family is going to be taking a hard time since it's 4k gold lead disparity. They're going for the wonderful position. Like that shit happening. It's going to be the immune coming in again. Yampo. Oh, gonna go down. Another amazing play, but the Kaiser Rallo takes one down. It's going to be Yampo having a hard time because they have HP not anymore healthy to fight. It's going to be Killers Precon for the side from Matt. It's going to be 3v1, but still the Elaine, the Rasta is still alive and healthy. Very well hit it on point. The highly damaged output is coming from the side for the AXG Revitalize.
Blue team has destroyed a tower.
Revitalize becoming more and more confident, isolating each and every one, but we can see that ABCDEFK here is just utilizing his sweet time, solo time into pushing down some outer towers on top lane, but in exchange for AXG Revitalize, we'll be taking your inners, take down the mid, take down the bot lane, and of course might as well go for the top, but they did not finish that off in time. Happy Family, they did respond, they did tighten up their defense, they did manage to fend off the ASG Revitalize, but this forced them to take another objective in the form of the Tyrant.
Now we see they're actually having a 11-4, 9 minutes in Vince G, but still, for the Overlord and Tyrant, it's going to be up in 1 minute. It's going to be enhanced. We are actually seeing some fascinating plays from the both of the teams. So they're taking the time, they're taking it really slow on how they can really position themselves. But for Revitalize, they're really non-stop for those clashes. Really. it's quite actually fun to see because now AXG is just having in and out to zone. It's gonna be a pincher move coming Mantis. Look at that, what amazing damage coming from Mantis. Takes one more. It's gonna be Liampo still alive and healthy, but never mind. It's gonna be deep under the tower. It's gonna be enduring that because we see Marvin is on his very own position. Now they have taken one Elmihor, or Elmihor is actually down. The latest sun is now down. We're still gonna be seeing because, yo, you're gonna be taking the 5 seconds left to the Overlord enhance. It's gonna be quite a great push coming from the side for Revitalize, but never mind. It's gonna be Happy Family, ABCDFK trying to push a tier 1 tower. Now it is down. How they gonna be taking it since it's an Overlord that is enhanced?
Been defeated.
Shadow Overlord upper grabs, ladies and gentlemen. And now after that, they don't even care about the Primal Bond. They wanted to go for the Tyrant. I mean, Shadow Tyrant is quite painful, quite annoying. But are we going to see more of them? But we can see that somehow we can see that Marvin was forced to go home because they are planning to go on a full side defense. Sleeping Koi Guide has been used. So they're going to be zoning out the members of the Happy Family. And for the Happy Family, all that they have to do is to play it safe, play it defensively. I kind of like ABCDEFK's commitment into pushing towers low
Dark
but
Tyrant
surely.
has
But
been
he has to
defeated.
watch out because AHG Revitalize also marking this guy as a potential threat that can turn the situation around for AHG Revitalize. But the economy says otherwise. I mean, kills and economy 38 compared to 29k, almost 9k advantage coming in from the side of ASG Revitalize. That's way too high in terms of like the amount of differential. I mean, almost 4k. He skyrocketed towards the side of the ASG Revitalize, taking every objectives. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 out of 5 objectives presently in the map.
Actually, I quite agree in that because AXG Revitalize having a 9k advantage against a Happy Family. They actually have like 3 advantage for the Overlord enhance, actually for the Tyrants as well with the towers. Having
Blue
5.
team
So
has
it's
destroyed
quite
a tower.
aggressive play right here for the side for AXG Revitalize. But Happy Family having not much of a gold income to itemizations, but they can really hold out on those clashes. But considering we see the Mantis going in again, it's gonna be godlike right here. Oh, godlike, but Yampo goes in. It's gonna be another push in here. We're gonna endure that crowd control, but Rasta is really unstoppable in the back. It's gonna be chasing it down. It's gonna be joints.
Has destroyed a tower.
It's
Blue team has
Shockwave
slain
coming from
an
the
enemy.
Ace Revitalize. They're gonna be securing it with an ace to secure themselves next to the series. Wow.
AXG
That is good.
Revitalize. I mean, they won that game, but I mean, they did their very best. For the Happy Family, they did their very best to
Yes.
keep up with the pace, but of course,
Wow.
with the plays that are coming through towards the side of AXG Revitalize, they did not give room for the Happy Family to
Wow.
make sure that they managed to come back on this game. So for Happy Family, I'm not quite sure if they're still happy, but one thing's for sure, ASG Revitalize is happy with the results.
Yeah, I actually agree with them. Now having AXG Revitalize, I mean, that's an MVP right there for coming from the LA Rasta 2 with 5-1. And LA with the support actually 13 assists. That's actually quite big. And for Mantis, oh, look at that high damage output. As we can see, it's already 6 kills. Man, having Mantis on your side with that kind of hero, I mean, it kind of hurts. It really kind of hurts. Magmahal ng ganito. Trot. Yeah. But having it again right here for the side for the Happy Family, they actually did well since they're really holding it out. They're really holding it up. They have some great launchers in the air coming from 16, having Elmo Ort for the support and Marvin to take some damage to endure it with the Dun, and actually here for the ABCDFK, the alphabet is still really on point on that spot. What do you gotta say, Vinci?
Well, all I can say is that, Happy Family, it was a well fought fight, but unfortunately, the better team was ASG Revitalized. But they don't need to be sad about it. They need to learn from that and use that as a motivation to do better in the next events and the next tournaments that is gonna come here for the Honor of Kings, because you know it's part of the process. Losing is part of the process. This is where you learn. This is where you improve. And for the Happy family, they can utilize this opportunity to be better, to get better. So with that said, I mean, I'm gonna be expecting more for Happy family in the future. But for XG Revitalize, well, glad to see them aboard in the quarterfinals. So we're gonna be seeing them more in the upcoming days here, Silu.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. Still, big congratulations and big props and huge respect for the Happy family to stand up against AX Revitalize. Well, for AX Revitalize, we're gonna be still seeing you more into the series because Battle of Kings on Battle of Supremacy, Honor of Kings, we're still not yet done since we still have 3 matches left. The next match is gonna be TUYUL family versus KARMAX. So we're just gonna be taking a short break, guys. My name is Alodis, your bodycaster Vince G. We're gonna be seeing you in the next match, which is match 6.
First blood. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Blue team. Red team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain. Red team has slain an enemy. Blue team killing spree. Blue team has destroyed a tower. Red team has destroyed a tower. Blue team rampage. Blue team unstoppable. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team double kill. Blue team has slain an enemy.
Wow, it's been 5 matches. Could you believe that, Silu? We're heading towards our 6th match here in the Battle for Supremacy TV. That's what you're doing all along. Oh my goodness. I have
Okay,
no
so
idea.
you gotta do the TikTok way. Oh.
That's what you want to do. Okay, I see where you're going, man. I see where you're going. Okay, so going back to what I said, welcome back here in the Reign Supreme Battle for Supremacy TV's Honor of Kings by P5 tournament. Silu and Vince G here, just having a little bit of fun. Yeah, just like that. We're just having a little bit of fun.
A little bit of fun. because you know that's been lively, Vince G. Because we actually saw some teams really dominate these matches. You know, from the past few matches, it really gives up the energy because these people really prove themselves that they are worthy to advance straight to this series. But we're still gonna see because they have more to go against the teams for the finals. But we're still gonna see because this time it's gonna be TUYUL family versus KARMAX. It's gonna be the match 6. After this one, we're gonna be having 2 more, but for this one's gonna be the match 6. So Vinci, what are the talks for these teams? What are your thoughts, man? Because it's TUYUL family versus KARMAX.
Family in the lineup in the tournament. TUYUL family. So we've seen Happy Family earlier on, but fortunately, AXG Revitalize emerged victorious on that series. So my thoughts about this. Let's see if ever that TUYUL family is going to be the family that we see on the quarterfinals because we're getting near there. We're getting towards the end of this first day of the round number 2. I mean, after all the intense matches that we've seen, we're almost halfway done. Okay, we passed towards the 6th match, and the 6th match actually, let's see if ever that we're gonna be seeing a fast game or a slow game. And going back to that game that we've seen together with the AXG and the HF, that's the longest match we've seen. I think it took 13, 14 minutes at least. And the rest of them, they ended up at like 10 minutes, 9, 8 below that. But let's see if ever that they also do the same thing here on this next series.
But actually, I agree with that. Now having another family in this match, gonna be TUYUL family versus KARMAX. Well, since guys, this is the quarters. I mean, they did pretty well on how they can really advance for the series. You know, I mean, they deserve to be here. They deserve to be here.
Deserve it.
Yeah, but for me, we're still gonna see, guys, because this is esports. At every doing esports, the impossible becomes impossible. So yeah, I'm expecting some fun right here for the side for TUYUL family versus KARMAX because it is gonna be a heated battle right here. And my thoughts actually on TUYUL family, I think I guessed it, or it's a KARMAX. I totally forgot, but I think it was the 4th day for you, Vince G.
Yeah, I mean, I believe this is going to be 4th day, probably 3rd. I believe it's the 3rd day, actually. I think. Yeah, it's
the third day,
no,
right?
let's not count days. Let's just count how many players are gonna go towards the quarterfinals because I suck at counting. Don't bring that up. I mean, I suck at math. Don't worry. But anyways, I hope that the players here are really really good with calculations because there's a lot to calculate. Calculate which heroes do they need to pick in the draft. Calculate the possibility of them winning that team fight. Calculate every bit of skills that they need to use in some certain moments of this fight. So Honor of Kings is a mental game. Honor of Kings is a calculative game. And that's no wonder I suck at Honor of Kings because it requires brains.
Two
I thought
plus
it's
two
gonna
is 4. Minus 1 plus 3 quick maths. Basta na dwok.
It
Smoke
requires brain.
Skidapapapap. Skidapapapapap. You know, even Big Shaq can count, bro. 2 plus 2
That's
is
not
4.
hot.
Basta ho.
Basta ho.
I mean, I actually agree with what she said. Yeah, you gotta calculate. You really gotta calculate. You know, I mean, having fast-paced games like this one, you know, well, pretty much in the FPS, it's all fast-paced. But that's the feel that we are feeling right here in this moment for the Honor of Kings because since it is very fast-paced, you really gotta count your blessings. You know, you really gotta count. Maybe it's one, maybe it's no. Kidding. But yeah, you gotta count your blessings because, you know, just a matter of seconds, like a while ago, from coming from the side for Blacklist International, I think, or it's GMTRs and how they've taken the win. I think they only needed like 5 seconds to shatter your tier 3 tower, then shatter the crystal again. See, in just a matter of 5 seconds, you can end the game already. So it still depends, guys. It still depends. You really gotta count your blessings. You gotta calculate on your itemizations and how you're gonna be taking those positions because, you know, objective steals is also a must here for the Honor Kids. It's a MOBA game, Vince G.
It's a MOBA game. It seems that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, I am receiving a word. I am. Oh. Oh. I am. Okay, you share it, man. You share it.
Okay, since we're having some information right here for our production team, everybody, we're gonna be having some technical difficulties, but yeah, it's gonna be a win by default right here for the side for KARMAX.
Wow.
Because unfortunately, TUYUL family is a no-show for this match, so KARMAX has to be a winner for the default because they showed up. Yeah, but still, we have no information what happened to TUYUL family. But yeah, good luck. Still, thank you for KARMAX. Yeah, you advance yourselves next straight for the series. But yeah, I have a question for Gamma. Gamma, are we taking a short break for this one since we're gonna be moving on to the match 7?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess. I am Gamma.
Gamma.
I am Gamma. I'm saying yes. Okay.
Yeah, you know Vince G. Yeah, that's why you're Vince G. The Vince is Gamma, right? Oh damn.
Yeah, it's Gamma. Yeah. You
Four
asked
plus
my
two
other
is four.
personality. 4 plus 2 is 8. Oh my gosh.
What? 2 plus 2 is 8?
I don't know. That's why I suck at math. That's why I suck at math. You know I suck at math. But we also have this series here up next. IPK Gaming and VOIN. Right? VOIN. It's gonna be
VOIN
their-
Alliance.
Oh, VOIN Alliance. Yeah, I know the icon. I'm familiar with this organization. So, might as well take a short break, ladies and gentlemen, because TUYUL family, well, it's family first for them probably. We all know that family matters. Not the song from Drake, but family matters for them. But you know, let's see the next upcoming match here in the Reign Supreme. So, Silu and Prince G. See you guys later.
Hello, guys.
Hey yo, man's not hot. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here in the Prince Supreme. The Honor of Kings 5v5 brought to you by BattleForSupremacy.TV. Because this thing goes pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. And a boom, 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 boom.
We go back.
We're just talking about 2 plus 2. We're just talking about 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3 quick maths. But anyways, this is... Aside from quick maths, we also have quick games here, Silu. Why are you laughing, man? Stop it.
I mean, we see these guys that Vince G is really hot right now. I mean, Matt's not hot, but you know, Vince better than bars. You know, you back to the boom, battle, boom, boom. Quick, no. We were having a good time, everybody, in our breaks as well as Gamma on the other side. You know, actually having Gamma on the other side, I mean, really quiet give a lot of time. So next time you do your webcam, okay? But yeah, but here we're gonna be having the match 7 actually, because TUYUL family from the match 6 isn't able to show up, so it's gonna be a win default from KARMAX. So IPK versus VOIN Alliance is right here for the match 7. What are your thoughts on this, Vince G, having IPK and VOIN Alliance together?
Well, okay, I've seen VOIN Alliance as an organization. Is it so quite popular organization in Indonesia? But for IPK Gaming, I believe we've seen them play. We've seen IPK Gaming doing their absolute best. So if I can remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong here, Silu. IPK Gaming came in from either India or Bangladesh, or no?
I think they come from Malaysia.
Oh, Malaysia. Okay, I was wrong.
Malaysia.
Okay, they
But
came
VOIN
from
Alliance is
Malaysia.
from Indonesia. VOIN Alliance
Okay,
is
yeah.
from Indonesia.
IPK Gaming is from Malaysia. So Malaysia, okay. Malaysia, all I can say is that Malaysia is quite strong when it comes to Honor of Kings. And IPK is one of those proof, ladies and gentlemen. IPK proceeding towards the next round is definitely a proof that you should respect the Malaysian teams as well. But let's not forget about the efforts of VOIN Alliance. Well, for VOIN, for Alliance, I mean, this is like a collaboration between two teams. So for
Actually,
VOIN, uh, I've seen them in different games already. They have a really good set of teams, and I think for VOIN Alliance, now is the proper time for them to make some name in the Honor of Kings scene. So for the Honor of Kings, VOIN Alliance definitely wants to add the Honor of Kings trophy into their team portfolio. So this is a good move for VOIN Alliance from Indonesia to create something out of it, because before the Honor of Kings launch globally, I'm seeing a lot of Southeast Asian big organizations investing in finding players. Aside from VOIN Alliance, I've seen Bigatron had an interest into creating an Honor of Kings tournament. A lot of Indonesian teams, especially Boom Esports from Indonesia. But
Boom.
fortunately for Boom Esports, they have settled with the Filipino rosters,
Boom, boom,
and
boom,
which are
boom.
currently playing for the KIS Season 2. Earlier on, we've seen them, another Indonesian teams, actually Kagendra. I believe Kagendra is here as well. So we're gonna be also keeping an eye towards Indonesia as well. So Malaysia versus Indonesia. Now they're gonna make a statement. They're gonna be trying to make a name for themselves in the MOBA scene. So talk about BRs, man. They rock. They're rocking BRs. But for MOBA, I think this is a better opportunity for them to showcase themselves in the scene.
Actually, I agree with that, with what Vinci said, because IPK and VOIN Alliance are from Southeast Asia as well, Indonesia. Big huge respect for these country, because yeah, they also literally dominate some of the mobile games. When they come into the game competitive scene, as well as Malaysia. Well, not forgetting we also have Philippines, because the next match is gonna be Dragon Ocean versus EXTRACTIONxZEUS. So Dragon Ocean is one of the teams that I've casted, not as much as Extraction. I think EXTRACTIONxZEUS is from the fourth day, right, VG?
Mm, Extraction, yeah, they're in the fourth day. I believe I recall them. I recall Extraction Esports. They managed to at least show a really good amount of skills. But wait a minute. I mean, this is gonna be a really interesting thing if ever that IPK and VOIN manage to have a fight here tonight. So we're just waiting for them to commence the draft, ladies and gentlemen, because we still have a lot of fights underway here. I mean, how many series do we have left? I mean, after this, we're gonna be covering two more, right?
Actually, I
Yeah.
agree, because okay, if you're gonna be asking me, Vinci, on what are my thoughts on IPK? Well, I think IPK is from like the fourth day. I think it's fourth day, because I casted VOIN Alliance, and I actually casted VOIN Alliance with you. Having VOIN Alliance in a history for Battle for Supremacy and the eliminations, they actually did a pretty good job on how they can secure objectives. And talking about objectives, the Tyrant and the Overlord is their favorite thing, because Overlord and Tyrant give so much buffs. They gave Shadow Vanguards, they give a lot of gold. So itemizations is gonna be on point for the VOIN Alliance. But we're still gonna see, because every match is different. Okay, every match is different. Every match can be a different strategy, because you don't want to use same exact strategy that you used from the past tournaments. I mean, you can use it, but you gotta improvise. You gotta modify, because it's not all of the times that you go up against other teams, because you don't know. Maybe IPK was starting VOIN Alliance. It's one of the great advantages when you're actually in the pro scene. You become sometimes unpredictable. You become predictable because for me, let's say I was in the pro scene against Vince G, I would study Vince G, dude. I would see on how he plays, and now I have an information now that you don't like counting, bro. Now I like counting.
You like counting?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
hot?
because 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 1 the stick with maths. See, I can count with the quick maths. Maths. Small trees. But you can see, guys, well, when it comes to the pro scene, actually in the esports, we're still gonna see because the impossible right here for the esports still going to be possible because it's not always that you win. You sometimes lose. You gotta take a lose. You gotta take that L to make it into a W because no one goes straight, like literally straight for the W's. I mean, you have some fails, you have some ups and downs. Well, it's better if you keep up with those W's, but yeah, you're gonna be having some L's. So don't cry about the L's because you're gonna be having some W's as well. But for that, actually, Dummer, I think are we ready for our draft teams right here so we can see the players on how they draft and how they're gonna be playing.
Oh,
Oh,
APK.
yeah. IPK. Yeah, guys, we
VOIN.
have some information from the VOIN Alliance. I think we're gonna be waiting for one player in VOIN Alliance or IPK. Okay. We have received some news that we're gonna be waiting just one more player from the side for IPK into the lobby. So yeah, we can have some time. Okay, we're gonna have some time to talk with our viewers right here. So, BattleForSupremacy, guys, please like and share the stream because we wouldn't be possible without you guys. So, big congratulations for the teams that competed right here for the BattleForSupremacy. Big congratulations also for the teams that have gone out to their bracket. You're still gonna be having some opportunities right here for the BattleForSupremacy as well as on the outside opportunities. Well, big shout out to EXTRACTIONxZEUS. Would you look at that? EXZEUS. Actually, they're actually the last match, which is Dragon Ocean versus EXTRACTIONxZEUS. So good luck on your match later, Extraction Esports. Good luck. Big shout out to Left Right. Big shout out to Atasiska. Thank you so much for organizing this event. Coach Kala, big shout out to you. Hashtag break the code. Hashtag Black, a fan of Blacklist Esports as we can see. Big shout out to Anna Rose Canto Trinidad, Garabihan, Blacklist International.
Don't be fooled. Coach Klo is an Indonesian though.
Mhm.
He just loves the game. I even thought he's a Filipino. He's trying to talk in Tagalog.
Oh,
He's
really?
using Google Translate. Yeah, but I admire his determination to interact with fellow enthusiasts of the game. So we have
Mhm.
to give props to Coach Klo for that as well. So yeah, huge shout out to each and everyone watching here on Facebook and on different platforms that we have, YouTube, of course. How many? Yeah, we've seen a lot of viewers here on YouTube as well. Of course, when they're Indonesians, most of these guys definitely watch on YouTube. So yeah, if you're supporting your fellow in the Indonesian teams, well, VOIN Alliance, we're just waiting for this match to commence. So yeah, brothers, well, show your love, show your support for your fellow countrymen too.
Okay, now that we have some information right here, we're gonna be starting our draft right here against IPK versus VOIN Alliance. Would you look at that, Vince G? Now we're gonna be starting our draft picks. What do you expect from the both of these teams? What strategies that you can expect, like double smites or recoveries or frenzies, are gonna be put out, are gonna be present?
Expecting from this game is that they're gonna make it. They're gonna be utilizing games that can easily, make a fast play. So might as well get a jungler that has a capability of scaling towards level 4 in less than a minute and a half. Go for rotations. Double smite can be an option, but I don't want to go with that because for double smites, probably might as well go for some support that doesn't rely on smite, but more of like focusing on the survivability during team fight. So I'm saying more of like the hero that has that sustain kit, like Dahlia. Actually, Dahlia is a banned yet, so if we manage to at least think of that, then Dahlia can be banned. For Daxiao, we've seen AXG Revitalize made the play towards that, but Okay, unfortunately, this game is gonna be banned, and Dolia as well. It's gonna be banned. So as either if this is gonna be Zhang Fei, well, I would be expecting double smites or some sort. Probably go for the heals if he wants to.
Well, talking about quick recaps on double smite, I actually agree with that, Miss G. I really want to see also double smites because, you know, having double smites in the game, yeah, it's like the what is team called again a while ago from the double smite. I think the team Revitalize, yeah, it's Revitalize that they have 2 smites. So actually having the advantage on 2 smites, you're quite doing good job on how you can take the objectives because one of the most best ways that you can earn gold advantage right here or the disparity against your opponent or opposing team is having to go up against their camps. Okay, you're gonna be delaying their camps while having delay the camps, having to visit with the level 2 level 3 in the very early stages of the match. Now you're gonna be visiting top lane or bot lane because Clash lane is actually having an action in the very early matches, 2v2. So might as well pick off one of the lanes that are single. Having to pick it off, you're gonna be having some advantage to take the low on its HP. Now you have them on low, you have them taken out, so it's still gonna be depending on how you guys are gonna be you're gonna be taking the objectives. Now that you've taken it out, that you delay the camps, taking one for the team or a kill or a first blood or a killing spree, you're actually free to go ahead and take out a tier 1 towers. So having taken out, you already have the delay. That's number 1 objective, the delay. Number 2, you have the gold advantage, your itemization. Number 3, you got kills that can delay your team because the respawn. And number 4 is gonna be tier 1 towers having to endure some damage. Now having those 4 objectives eventually, we all saw already that having it 4, I mean, it's quite possible to take a retake or to have it a comeback unless they have a better strategy because it's the number 1 priority that we can see there is you're gonna be having some gold advantage or the itemization because you delayed their camps, you cleared out their camp, then you're gonna be clearing your camp. Number 1 thing that can tie it off, just go against your enemy's camp so you can just switch off or switch jungle base, Vince G.
Oh, for the Arya first picks, probably I was expecting Marco Polo at this rate, but of course it got banned. We're near to see a Yarya Marco Polo, but of course for IPK, let's go with Houyi. It can work. I mean, for Houyi, all he needs to do is to stand on his feet, provide have a Yarya need to provide some good amount of shield for the Houyi, and then he just need to hit because of his potentiality to aim or focus on his attack speed and critical rate. He can easily dish out his opponents. And now for VOIN, they're gonna be taking their sweet time and then go for the Luna. There should go. There's a double smite. I mean, Zhang Fei here, and of course Luna, and they're gonna do the job.
I actually agree with that. Now for the side for IPK Gaming, they actually have the execute on, so they might have some very good damage output in that situation, against VOIN Alliance. But how are they going to be taking it? Because guys, we all for a fact that we know having double smites in the game, having the advantage. And for Aham VOIN, they actually have the Arya with the frenzy. So having the Arya with the frenzy, quite a good damage output since it's going to be a life stealing attack speed for the side for IPK since they have the execute on. I think it's not an execute. It is an execute for a lane. So having high damage output that you can take out the marksman maybe or just deal damage against the tank. So they have no front line. It's going to be it's going to be open or exposed for the mid line against the mages, the warriors, dealing a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. But yeah, take one for the team for the execute might still be able to take one down for the jungle camps because KARMAX on the other side it's not KARMAX actually, it's VOIN Alliance. Okay, I thought that was TUYUL family. Okay, having IPK on the other side with the execute, they're gonna be dealing some high damage health, but for the side for VOIN Alliance, they're gonna be taking some of those jungles at the very early stages, as we see already coming from Nalexina. They're taking the jungle camps right now. They're gonna be delaying it since no one is taking from the side for VOIN Alliance. Look at that. They repositioned, but Ahem to get a 1v1, but never mind. They've gotten out some early actions. They're gonna be set in right here. Vince J, look at that scroll. Just having a hard time taking some damage right here. You're gonna be Endor, but Ahem goes for the help. But never mind, getting delayed. Would you look at that? Now they have the VOIN Alliance with the 300 gold coin lead against. You know, very early stages, man. 3.4k in just a matter of seconds right there. 3.5 again, 3.4. You know, the gold coins are really counting right here, going up and twice, Vince G.
Going up and twice, and now we can see them going left and right. Both of the side lanes are becoming more and more active as we speak. Just look at that. I mean, going towards the top lane, a lane here being chased down by Chooks for VOIN, and now as the bot lane becoming more and more congested, it's time for them to focus on mid, giving Kick Boy some time to go back towards the base safely, because VOIN Alliance is now going to scatter around the map. My Shiranui here going towards the back.
Goes again, goes for the deep dive. And would you look at that? That is Scroll actually taking the first blood for the VOIN Alliance. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what kind of the plays that I'm really seeing right there for the side for VOIN Alliance. Taking down jungle camps. They're going to be visiting in 1 or 2 lanes. Now that they visited bottom, it's going to be an advantage for them. They're going to be having the time to take down the tier 1 towers with the damage. So now we see they're having a 1k gold lead advantage against IPK Gaming.
See if there's a way for IPK Gaming to at least catch up to that. I mean, the VOIN Alliance has maximized that first block potential. They managed to be up ahead 1k gold lead here. VOIN Alliance is taking every camps that they can get here on the side of IPK Gaming. And now, IPK Gaming wants to give it a go. I mean, we've seen Yarya go inside Lamb, and now Lamb here can easily rotate. Probably adding some additional shield here for Lamb to efficiently farm. So for them, Lamb here is clearing up the lanes very, very fast. And as for the punishment, the aggression it still continues. So it's time for Yarya to get out of his body.
I actually agree with that. Now having VOIN Alliance or the map control against the IPK Gaming, it's still gonna be defending. So because for the side for IPK Gaming, it's gonna be quite difficult on how they can take it, since they have not taken up much space for VOIN Alliance, because we see for a fact that VOIN Alliance is really on point and gradually taking down those jungle camps. Now to take out those jungle camps, it's gonna be 20 seconds until the Overlord, then the Tyrant to go up. So Secret Events, the arrow goes in, it's gonna be hit. Look at the stun, but not gonna get. Maybe it's gonna be aggression, but no. I thought that was going to be an aggression coming from Jukes. On the other side, here we see they're going to be clearing out the minimum. It's going to be a ham with a 2v3 situation when the backline is going to be now Wasina is going to be 2v3. Look at that. They're taking one. It's going to be 2v2. Would you look at that? Now they're reinforcement coming from Scroll. A 3v2. Now that the IPK is going to be having a hard time. It takes it down. It's going to be a quadra kill. Double kill at least for the side for VOIN Alliance. Scroll takes 2, but that's going to be 4 for the side for IPK. Now they're going to be having the advantage on how they can take the lanes. Now they had the freeze lanes. Taking one of the tier 1 towers. It's gonna be down in just a matter of minutes. Look at that. Objectives by objectives by objectives. They're really taking on point in those missions, man.
Well, they are trying to play it out by the book. I mean, take win fights, take epic monsters, clear the jungle camps. That's the way to do it. And now we can see Hoi unleashing his burning sun arrow, but it will not connect towards anyone. You missed actually from the Charlotte, but seems like VOIN Alliance wants to maximize their space potential by taking down this outer tower at the middle lane.
I actually agree with that. Now they're going to be taking the middle lane tier 1 tower. It's going to be down, so it's going to be a 5-0 for the side for VOIN Alliance. But IPK, you're going to be having a hard time. I mean, you got to take some objectives here, at least the Tyrant or the Overlord. Since VOIN Alliance has already one time, they have 1:30 with those buffs to push to those towers. They're not gonna be wasting it, since Ahem is just on the other side of the map. They're gonna be waiting on a lane on the other side. It's gonna be Nawasina. Okay, they gone out. Just trying to take some information. So it's a quite good zoning phase.
They're taking quite some time here. I mean, they are trying to enjoy every bit of space that they have here. I mean, space when it comes to clearing out this jungle camp, space towards that huge gold lead.
Red team
And now for
has
IPK
destroyed
Gaming,
a
it seems
tower.
like they cannot find that perfect opportunity to answer back to the pressure that is being given by VOIN Alliance. So they're not even stopping. They wanted to give it a go. They wanted more and more and more kills to happen on their jungle. So they have to be careful if IPK Gaming decided to fight.
And look at that. Another action is coming in. What an amazing approach by Tang right here. Taking it down. It's going to be a rampage right here for the side for Squall. And they're really taking it down. Look at that. Deep in the map indeed. And take hit one. Oh. I think Boy Savage is going to be having a hard time since Squall and Chokes all together in this map. Well, it's going to be a pincher move at the side for IPK game if they can take down Chokes on the other side. It's going to be Rainforest to come in. The launcher comes in. It's going to be half HP. They take it out. It's going to be delay. Still 7-1. Everybody they got their first kill already. But the tier 1 and 2 towers is done from the top lane. Tier 1 towers is done from the middle lane to bottom lane. But for the middle lane, for the clash lane actually, it's quite, it's quite low. So Matt has pushed it, but we see the VOIN Alliance really taking those objectives. Talking about double smite, everybody, that we see right now. VOIN Alliance really taken on point with those objectives. They had gone through a clash. They have taken 2. They're gonna be going back to the Overlord, creating some space. Good strategy. Good strategy.
Red team
Strategy
has destroyed
indeed,
a
ladies
tower.
and gentlemen. I mean, we're seeing them go way beyond confident right now. They are trying to at least pulverize every towers that is available here. 7 minutes, and they're trying to take down the high ground tower. But for the high ground tower, it's still standing strong. IPK Gaming doesn't want to falter. They just don't want it to wither down because they're just waiting for VOIN Alliance to make some mistakes, just like what happened earlier. They already got their first kill, and they wanted to look for another potential kill that may flip the table towards their favor. So that's what they want to see here on this game, and we can see VOIN Alliance applying so much pressure,
Red team
even going
has
towards the base.
destroyed a tower.
Going towards the base indeed, because we're going to be seeing some pressure is very, very heavy. Material coming from the side of the VOIN Alliance. Now they take another tier 3 tower. It's going to be the Channel Vanguard coming in. So they're going to be having a hard time for the IPK Gaming to take the defense actually for the side of the VOIN Alliance. Now that they have exposed its crystal, Shadow Vanguards are coming in to help with the push. It's going to be split push coming from VOIN Alliance. It's going to be Scrawl under the top lane. Not having so much information because it's going to be right here for the Zinger Monkey to just take out those jungle camps, trying to take up for the gold leads actually. Now having VOIN Alliance on the other side, well, they're still complete and very healthy on that. They're going to be taking the Tyrant. It's going to be Zinger Monkey on the Golem, on the Crimson buff. So they're going to be taking some information, I think, for the Tyrant Golem since for the Tyrant. Now they have pulled it. It's going to be a matter of situation how they're going to get it on, but how? How are they going to be taking it since it's going to be the commotion coming in? Yuyu goes for the launcher in the air. Going to be VOIN Alliance taking on the defeat. It's going to be just a matter of minutes. It's going to be a matter of seconds how they can take down IPK Gaming.
Red team has
That
slain
is
an enemy.
IPK Gaming for you guys. Now that the crystal is exposed, they're going to be pushing mid. It's the final moments right here for the side for IPK Gaming. And look at that. This is VOIN Alliance. See, this is what I'm telling you, Vinci. Just a matter of seconds. Your game already depends, Vinci.
One fight, and it can like easily dictate your fate. So in that kind of last team fight, I mean, it's quite over for IPK Gaming. And as for VOIN Alliance, of course, VOIN Alliance definitely did stood strong, and they won that fight. So congratulations for VOIN Alliance, because we are going to definitely see more of them. And for Yuyu, actually, the Luna, the jungler, he's the guy that keeps on, pushing, keeps on diving way too deep just to create some entry. So for Luna, he keeps on diving, and that is why he died twice towards that encounter. Look at the damage, amount of damage that he dealt. 32k somehow by diving, and with 4 assists coming in for the Luna. It was spectacular. But of course, talk about the teamwork. They're collaborating very, very well on this game. So congratulations to VOIN Alliance, because their alliance stood strong, and we are gonna see more of them in the quarterfinals.
I actually agree with that. That is true. Vince G now having IPK still. Yeah, big props to you for standing up the VOIN Alliance. Big congratulations for VOIN Alliance to advance yourself for the series. But for IPK, man, you're still gonna be having some more opportunities right here for the Battle for Supremacy and Honor of Kings. There's gonna be more opportunities, at least for in the outside. I mean, esports scene for the Honor of Kings is really, really big. So yeah, we have the entry level right here for the esports scene. So yeah, we've seen that IPK and VOIN Alliance got up together. It's gonna be the victors right here for the VOIN Alliance that they secured themselves. But for the next last match, it's gonna be Dragon Ocean versus VOIN Alliance. This is Team Indonesia versus Team Philippines. So we're still gonna see Vince G, because right now we're gonna be taking a short break, guys. My name is Sal. This is your buddy Gaster. We're gonna be seeing you in the last match, which is gonna be Dragon Ocean versus EXTRACTIONxZEUS. So we're gonna be seeing it right now in this very moment for the Battle for Supremacy, Honor of Kings 5v5 reign supreme. So we're taking a short break.
First blood. Catapults moving out. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team rampage. Red team has destroyed a tower. Blue team has... Red team has slain an enemy. Red team an enemy. Red team killing spree. Red team has slain an enemy.
gentlemen, I mean, look at me. Okay, don't look. But anyways, just kidding. Look at what we are. Look at to where we are right now. Welcome back here in the BFStv, Battle for Supremacy TV's Reign Supreme Honor of Kings 5v5 tournament. And now we're in the second round. So we started off with 64 teams. We cut it down in half. We only have 32 teams left. And now what's next for them is to qualify for the quarterfinals. So let's see who is going to fill out the final spot, because I believe we have a Dragon Ocean up against the EXTRACTIONxZEUS.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be EXTRACTIONxZEUS versus Dragon Ocean for the match 8, everybody. Would you look at that? Another amazing teams, a set of team right here for the quarterfinals, because we see that from the eliminations they actually did a good job on how they can retain their spots right here for the quarterfinals. So, well, my thoughts on this. Well, I've guessed for Dragon Ocean, they really did a good one. They really did a good one, because for Dragon Ocean, you know, the things that I saw in the gameplay for Dragon Ocean, they really like to split push. They really like to go around round and rosy, taking down towers, so their opposing team can't have much of a damage, because or an advantage, because you know, split pushing into towers, you're gonna be exposing your crystal that much. So just one wrong clash for the opposing team, it's gonna be a win for them. So they're making opportunities happen, Vince G.
Wow, I mean, I'm gonna be looking forward to that as well. But of course, this is gonna be the main event for us here. We are talking about a huge set of matches. You know, a lot of these guys, a lot of these players are definitely playing to, you know, are getting ready to play towards the next round. But they have to overcome this round first. They have to win up against their opponent. So the question is, who is going to be the team that we are going to see here in the quarterfinals? Is it going to be Dragon Ocean? Is it going to be EXTRACTIONxZEUS? Let's see if ever that is going to happen. So I'm going to be expecting a banger of the match, since we are now in the final game, the main event for this day number 5, day number 2 of the second round, because we are getting close into filtering the top teams here in the BFSTV's Reign Supreme.
Supremacy reigns supreme with 5v5 Honor of Kings. Wow. I mean, still, man. I mean, we already see a lot of players really competed in this very tournament. You know, my thoughts on having to compete here in the tournament. Maybe one day, you know, maybe I had the time to grind, you know. Maybe I had the time to grind for Honor of Kings. Maybe I'll play. It still depends, guys, because, you know, esports team is really growing right here for the side for Honor of Kings, but it just doesn't stop right there. Okay, there are a lot of games, a lot of competitive games for esports scene. They have really made their entry once and for all, man. I mean, there's gonna be like a REVITALIZE Masters for the global esports, right? Honor of Kings is there. I think Valorant is there. I think CS, Dota. We have so many competitive games that are gonna be competing in the REVITALIZE Masters. But still, yeah, good luck to all those teams. But we're gonna be moving on, guys. This is the final match for tonight's program: Dragon Ocean versus EXTRACTIONxZEUS. They have started the draft, and Vince G, what do you think of their drafting phase?
About this drafting phase, ladies and gentlemen, is that we are going to expect a lot from these teams. I mean, for Tachi, for them, for Dragon Ocean to secure another water hero. Well, no doubt about that. Dahlia is a mermaid. She lives in the water, so Ocean definitely fits the team. Dragon Ocean securing a mermaid hero. Okay, we don't need logic for that. It's quite obvious. You know, they love water characters and stuff.
They love to swim, my guy. Having to swim, yeah, but having a lane on the side right here for extractions is another high class damage, you know, high class damage output, because it's gonna be EXTRACTIONxZEUS with the execute. It's gonna be Boss Koi with a flash still present. Zenki, oh look at that, Zenki with the Marco Polo going for the Purify instead. for the stun. You know, I mean, are we still gonna be seeing a Marco Polo than Liam Polo? I mean, it still depends, man.
I mean, I'm gonna be expecting a Yarya ban in the upcoming ban pace, but for Sunsei to be played here, I mean, they are planning something out here for Boskoi roaming Sunsei, because the lane here definitely is the clash lane for the side of EXTRACTIONxZEUS. So Kairos here, we're gonna be expecting rolling raids here at this point. So aside from that, okay, they're targeting Hano because Extraction, they pretty much know that they're lacking in mid lanes. So if Dragon Ocean thinks of removing heroes like mid heroes for them as well in the jungler, well, let's go do it now. Probably. Okay, I'm thinking of Sunsei becoming the jungler for this table. Probably the roamer though. It's quite possible. So Faye being removed. So still for Extraction, Yarya can be opened up for the side of Dragon Ocean. That's what I think. But the last ban is gonna matter. Ellie, shoot your shot, man.
Truly, man. I mean, for the side for Dragon Ocean, I mean, they look at that. It's Marco Polo with a stun again. You know, having quite good damage output with the stun. I mean, you can really take down one, man. I mean, maybe the mage, gonna be the warrior, but still depends because tank is very tanky in this game, man. Itachi with a flash presence, Yano with the smite. Now the smite or the Reggie. And we can actually see, you know, some objectives gonna be taken again for the side of both of these teams, because you know we all know that the teams right here, or the game itself, it's gonna honor games with the smites. You know that one of the teams are gonna be present with the objectives. You know, we already see 7 matches a while ago. All of them has some smites. They have taken a lot of advantage on those objectives. They're really taking out the zone for the camp. So it's really gonna be a matter of fact for them to take those opportunities, Vinci.
Okay, so that's why they don't want to ban the Yarya, because they already have the Dolia. So this is a good combination though. I mean, for Dragon Ocean, they can utilize the Celestial Melody to reset Blazing Brilliance, reset Forcery Suppression, and of course reset the Fever Virage coming from the Marco Polo. And it works well with the Invincible Warrior too. And for this lineup below, of course, the final pick from the EXTRACTIONxZEUS will be Musashi. Really good heroes to block down skill projectiles, at the same time launch enemies in the air with the duel to the death. So for Musashi here, he's gonna do a lot of work in the jungle in order for EXTRACTIONxZEUS to win this game. So the question here is, Silu,
Yes.
who will be taking this win? Is it gonna be Dragon Ocean or is it gonna be EXTRACTIONxZEUS? I mean, for each and everyone watching right now, that is what we need to find out.
Yeah, that is true, Vinci. If you're gonna, thank you so much for the wonderful question, because for me, I'm not taking any a biased roles right here, but for a fact that I already saw how Dragon Ocean play. For Vince G, I think you've watched EXTRACTIONxZEUS play on the 4th day, so I think we have our own thoughts and opinions about this, but we can exchange for it, man. I mean, for Dragon Ocean, they really put it up for the split push and taking those objectives. Well, not of a zoning phase that I have saw from the eliminations, but I do believe that whenever they get an objective, they're gonna be really on point for it. So it's still gonna be depend, because EXTRACTIONxZEUS, we all know from Team Philippines also that in one of the very early stages they can put it out. Yeah, it still depends, man.
Yeah, all about taking out the early objectives. I mean, you need to work your way through. You need to work very, very hard in order for you to secure
Ooh,
that
very
decent amount
hard.
of objectives. Very, very hard it seems. But
Indeed.
they need to work hard in order for them to feel, in order for their opponents to feel that this game is very, very hard.
Having it very, very hard indeed right there, Vince G.
Okay, so Did they go for the smite steal? I think okay. Somehow Ciano secured the Azure Golem, so that's really good. So for Arjan, okay, he got the Crimson buff, which is really nice. So Angela throwing a lot of Chain Cinders to stun his opponents down. Sensei going wild as expected, and for the Dragon, for the Chinese New Year,
What?
yeah, there's a Chinese New Year Cairo skin. I mean,
The skin.
Yeah, the skin.
Not gonna be taking one tall and its own is gonna be impaired. But Itachi, would you look at that? Still alive and healthy for the side versus EXTRACTIONxZEUS. This what I'm curious to see, because Extraction is just really going on an aggressive gameplay over there. But for the side of Dragon Ocean, yeah, they're trying to take up some of those jungle spaces. They're not actually securing or succeeding on how they can take those spaces. But yeah, we can see the effort. We can see the effort. So no biggie naman. Pero when it comes to EXTRACTIONxZEUS, I mean, I think it's not wise that you go up against these four right now, since they really have invested a lot of XP. It's gonna be more damage. I think the ultimate is now present for the both of the teams, since they're already level 4 to level 3, taking some XPs. Now having to itemizations, they're really on point. But still gonna be seeing some dependency on these teams.
Yeah, it's all about getting the itemizations up and running. It's all about keeping the momentum alive. So let's see how are they gonna utilize that in their advantage as well. But the fights are happening here. Blazing
Look at
Brilliance.
that. Arjan is just getting out of the situation. It's gonna be a first blood coming from the Dragon Ocean. When you look at that, another wave first we come in. It's gonna be Elio having a hard time. Difficult set. Difficult set, but it's gonna be a knock up to the air. It's gonna be Nero. Oh, goes for the clash, but never mind. Goes to the 8. 2v3. Still, look. We have Tukas from the side of the Dragon Ocean. Is going to be 7.7k, still in the lead for the Extraction since they have some disparity. But 3 kills, I mean, that's pretty fire there, man.
Fire these for EXTRACTIONxZEUS. Somehow they are answering back towards the aggression of Dragon Ocean. So that's really good. Judging for the economy, it's not that much. I mean, it's just even Stevens for each and every one. 200 gold lead for EXTRACTIONxZEUS, so they have to find or figure out a way on how will Lady Sun maximize that gold capability. And now for us, as for the mid, it's Fire versus Ice, Frost versus Angela. It's all up to them to deal a huge amount of damage. But in terms of like crowd controls, AX Nero can easily burst down a single target, but for Sin as the Princess Pros, Wang Xiaojun, well, he gotta be annoying, man. He's good at crowd control. He's good at freezing her opponents in the Hero's Gorge, so they have to watch out for that as well. So, Set Sail has been casted.
This gas is gonna be a launch in the air. It's gonna be a bang. Another one for the side of the Dragon Ocean, but Itachi is gonna be having a hard time since it's half HP. It's gonna be another one here for the side of the EXTRACTIONxZEUS, but gets delayed again. It's gonna be the River's gonna be in. It's gonna be Arjan going for the front lines, but never mind. It's gonna be Boskoi taking one for the damage. It's gonna be Sorry again. Would you look at that? Another kill right there. But the launch goes in. It's gonna be Elliot with a killing spree. Now takes one more, bro. Marco Polo in again, taking it down Boskoi on the side of the Dragon Ocean.
Dragon Ocean, ladies and gentlemen, somehow they may need to at least somehow get back to this fight. They lost 3 already. They exchanged a Boskoi, so they need to figure out some way to bounce back into this game. I mean, they managed to punish Boskoi, but of course, what has changed? And this gives Kairos an opportunity to escalate and snowball towards the bot lane.
I actually agree with that, because having right now that the Dragon Ocean is going to be having quite a advantage against EXTRACTIONxZEUS for the clash, but unfortunately for EXTRACTIONxZEUS, they have more itemizations, more objectives than they can taunt against Dragon Ocean. But for this one, it's going to be EXTRACTIONxZEUS on the other side having quite nice positions, but look at that, it's going to be 1v1, but never mind. Gonna be Tachi soon with the information. It's gonna be not having a control, but Sin on the other side just standing, just waiting for a perfect moment. It's gonna be 2v3, not having situation. Gonna be Ellie on the other side. Okay, now that they have the information, they're not gonna be committing that clash.
Clash on the way. Oh, the really utilized here by the goal.
Oh, the right position. One again, Boss Koi having a hard time. Oh, MHP quarters. But the ultimate comes in, but never mind. It's not, they're gonna be able to live, but yeah, still lives. But Elio goes in for the reinforcement. 3v4. But I love how they go in and out of the map. It's gonna be Sin again. Here for the side, when the flash comes in, no more flashes are activated for the side for Dragon Ocean, but still, they are kind of having an advantage on those clashes since Elio is not present in the clashes, but now Extraction just have no information. We're gonna be Sin going down. It's gonna be another one for Shiano, but never mind. Look at that. Reinforcements coming in. It's gonna be pinching move from the back. It's gonna be Elio taking one down. It's gonna be defeated. Zenki takes one, but look at that. Zenki takes out, and he is down. It's gonna be Listen right here for the side for Dragon Ocean and Shiano, but for EXTRACTIONxZEUS doing a great job and strong and healthy to take down those clashes. In just a matter of seconds, they have taken out 3 at once.
At once, and it seems like they wanted to go for some other objectives. Get the Overlord, go towards the top lane. I mean, that's a really good way to have it. I mean, they are done with the bot lane outer tower. Might as well go for the mid and the top lane as well, and that is what Angela is trying to do right now. But they have to be careful. He has to be careful because the entire squad of the extraction, the entire squad of Dragon Ocean is chasing her, and it cost her her demise.
Yeah, actually true, because that's gonna be Dragon Ocean taking one. You know, this is one of the bad strategies that you can have is going for the positions. Actually, positions where you are all scattered, but the opposing team is actually alive and complete. So it's still gonna be depending, since we have the Shadow Vanguards are gonna be attacking, or the Overlord Vanguards gonna be attacking from all of those lanes. So for the side for Extractions is they're gonna be having an advantage on how they can push those lanes. And again, having the advantage to push those lanes is gonna be a hard time for Dragon Ocean to defend, because there's still a 5-man that goes in and out of the clashes. But still, it's gonna be Arjun right here for the other side. Zenki goes for the relegation, but never mind. It's gonna be Sin taking one for it. It seems gonna be 7-9 still. 22.9k versus 20.3k. Matter just a seconds on the goal advantage lead disparity. But still, there's gonna be a commotion happening right here for the side for the jungle lane on the bottom. The Overlords are coming in. EXTRACTIONxZEUS is trying to take it all out at once, because it is not easy. I mean, basically, you know, these are Shadow Vanguards.
Yeah, it's not gonna be quite easy, you know, even though without the Shadow Overlord coming out of the play, but Shadow Vanguards are quite that annoying. They are trying to at least take down towers that fast, but Tempest, for the Tyrant, it's gonna be the job for Dragon Ocean. But EXTRACTIONxZEUS unfortunately wants to give it a try, but of course it's gonna be confirmed by Shiano.
Wow, Shiano. Yeah, having it right now for the side for EXTRACTIONxZEUS, actually, they're quite doing a good job on how they can zone out Dragon Ocean on the very early stages of the game, because now having it with 9-minute mark on this game, no tier 3 towers is still alive and well, except for the bottom lane, for the top lane, and the side for EXTRACTIONxZEUS. But for the side for Dragon Ocean, they also had 2 towers down. Quite of a disparity, but look at that, another launch out there. It's gonna be a sail, comes it in, another kill right here for the side for the EXTRACTIONxZEUS, taking Itachi down. Well, it's gonna be a hard time to have a clash for the side for Dragon Ocean.
Dragon Ocean somehow trying to find a way to get back in this game, and now they just need to continue that kind of aggression. But you know, losing Itachi, you know, that in that fight, I mean, there's a way for them to bounce back. As long as Zenki can easily farm up, Shiano can become more and more durable as the game commences, or probably make sure that they reach their maximal potential, because we are in 10 minutes. That means the epic monsters are gonna be in hand. So for the Tyrant and the Overlord, they're gonna be benefiting a lot from these enhancements. And Shadow Overlord is gonna be the take.
Yeah, so for Shadow Overlord, we can see that Dragon Ocean right here is really taking up on a point. Those objectives gonna be Nero getting down by Ilya. Look at that. Another hack and slash coming from the side for the EXTRACTIONxZEUS is gonna be coming in with the launch control. It's gonna be launched in the air. Another one with car control. It's gonna be, who is it gonna be? It's gonna be the side for the EXTRACTIONxZEUS taking down the Overlord. Now that they have the advantage, it's gonna be one more for the Sino. getting chased, hack and slash with a ferocious claws, not having to get it, but Itachi comes to save the day.
Itachi comes to save
Red
the
team
day, but
has
let's see
destroyed a
how
tower.
will they do it. Somehow, the outer tower mid lane has taken a fall, so this gives room for EXTRACTIONxZEUS to control or to clear out the jungle camps here on the side of Dragon Ocean. So for Dragon Ocean, they need to at least bounce back for this because somehow EXTRACTIONxZEUS having that goal lead once again, they're trying to at least get away as much as they can from the Dragon Ocean when it comes to goal lead.
Actually agree with it. Now having it to the goal lead, I mean, it's quite impressive right here because now having like 2K, I mean 13-8, everybody, 11 minutes in and we're still not yet done. They're really taking a long play right here. They're not wasting time. I mean, they're really taking it up a bunch for the objectives and the towers because EXTRACTIONxZEUS on the other side already has 3-on-3, which is the 3 towers and the 3 tyrants or the overlord. Objectives came in, so it's gonna be quite their advantage, Vinci.
It'll be quite their advantage, but let's see how will EXTRACTIONxZEUS deals with the Shadow Tyrant because the Dragon Ocean here, they're just waiting patiently. They wanted to go for the sneak, but there you have it. The fight has been commenced.
And look at that, it's gonna be a launch of the air right here for the south of the Extraction Esports, but Dragon Ocean just wow. Just raining it all, making it the rain, the high damage output is gonna be for the side right here for the Dragon Ocean to be successful in that way. But Ilio gets a knockback, gets the information, and Lee Sin just goes in and takes it out, takes the bat and smashes it in, dunks it from the air. EXTRACTIONxZEUS having a hard time against Dragon Ocean to take the Shadow Tyrant. Now they have a minute and 30 or 2 minutes and 30 to take some buffs to push. It's gonna be 11-13 right here for the side for EXTRACTIONxZEUS. From the very first start, they had actually the advantage, but now the tables have turned. Dragon Ocean is trying to catch it up, but we're still gonna see because itemization is really on point. We're gonna stay on point right here for the side for EXTRACTIONxZEUS.
EXTRACTIONxZEUS somehow they lost it. They lost Elio in that fight. They lost a lane. So this gives more and more confidence for the Dragon Ocean to somehow, bounce back from this game. This is where the scary part is. I mean, Dragon Ocean somehow is on the lead when it comes to gold. So might as well be fearing, or you need to respect the amount of farm that the Dragon Ocean can get right now. And if Dragon Ocean managed to win this next set of fights, well, we're going to be expecting some upsets. We're going to be expecting a lot from Dragon Ocean at this rate. They're going to be keeping an eye and waiting for EXTRACTIONxZEUS to make a mistake that comes to play. But for Zenki, okay, I'm not even scared. I'm going to try to at least utilize my capability. I'm going to farm. I'm going to try to at least build my items here.
That is true because for now, Dragon Ocean actually had the advantage right now, despite they only have like what, 1 Tyrant and 1 Shadow. Oh, Shadow. It's gonna be having a hard time since 3 or 4 from the EXTRACTIONxZEUS are just waiting for the final moment right here. They're gonna be having advantage on that glass, but never mind. It's gonna be the backlash right here for the side for Dragon Ocean. One more, get it impaired. It's gonna be 4v1 for the side right here. Shadow taking a lot of damage. It's gonna be endured, getting launched up in the air. Might be the final moments, but look at that. It's gonna be Marco Polo taking it for the backlines. Now for the guys who double kill, gets the triple, and now got the tower destroyed. Would you look at that? Another amazing game right here for the side for the Dragon Ocean. It's just gonna be a matter of seconds and how they can take it. And it is an ace here, Vince G. Look at that, 30 seconds. They have 30 seconds to end the game till the respawn. Would you look at that? This is Dragon Ocean, everybody, in your eyes, everybody. Look at this in your screens right now. They're literally dominating EXTRACTIONxZEUS. In just one final clash, they have turned the tables again. This is Dragon Ocean for you guys.
I'm talking about. I've seen the spike in terms of economy. Zenki farm up, just look at the amount of gold, 11.6k. And comparing this to the farm laner, Kairos here, look at that. They have the same amount of kills, they have the same amount of deaths, but for Zenki, the difference is, look at that. He assisted 7 times. For the Kairos, he managed to at least have an assist 4 times. But the item differential shows that Zenki has the Spark Forge, the Doomsday, the Sage Sanctuary, and of course, he has the Sun Chaser. You know, he's keeping an eye. He's very, very determined to win this game. And as for Kairos, Master Sword isn't enough, Eternity Blade isn't enough, some life steal. He's gonna go for Blood Weeper. I see it seems. Probably Axe of Torment did not do the job as well. So insane amount of damage. Ciano and Zenki, they managed to flip the switch, turn the entire fight around.
Yeah.
With the help of Lee Sin. I mean, it's quite insane. Once I've seen the spike, and then of course the entire ace, it's over.
Well, I mean, for Zenki a while ago, the Marco Polo, they were BC from the backlines trying to support the tank, but there comes in for the stun, there comes in for the knock-ups. And look at that, Marco Polo, Zenki just have the chance to take one for that set, and they actually took it home. Look at that, big congratulations right here for the side for Dragon Ocean for securing yourselves or advancing yourselves to the series, and it's gonna be EXTRACTIONxZEUS. Well, EXTRACTIONxZEUS, I mean, big congratulations to you. Big shout out to your team and to your org. You're still gonna be having so much more opportunities right here for the Battle for Supremacy, Honor of Kings, Reign Supreme by V5. There's gonna be more. And actually, there are still some outside opportunities since esports for the HOK is really, really big on this one. So yeah, well, that's one of my thoughts, Vince G.
Man, I mean, that's a really, really good main event for us here, Silu, no doubt. Lost for words. That fight, early game, mid game, hands off, it was for EXTRACTIONxZEUS, but they did not give up. The Dragon Ocean did not give up. They managed to play it up until the end, until Marco Polo, Byron, and of course the Kaiser managed to farm up a decent amount of gold, get their items and levels up and running, and then one team fight in the Shadow Overlord, and then it changed hands. The entire landscape changed. The fate has been sealed. It has been decided. It has been done. So Dragon Ocean getting the ace, winning the game, that is gonna be it for the main event. So congratulations for Dragon Oceans because they won that fight, and of course, nice try. I mean, well done, EXTRACTIONxZEUS, because they made it to the top, to the round 2, because they survived the first round and then they made it this far. So props to them as well.
Yeah, big props to these both of the teams since you've competed right here this far. Still big congratulations to you guys because you got past the eliminations. You proved yourselves. You have a spot for the quarterfinals, but unfortunately, the victors are gonna be moving on for the series, right? So yeah, that concludes on our 8th match for tonight, guys. We have it all done right here for tonight. This is the Honor of Kings 5v5 Reign Supreme under Battle for Supremacy. But before we say goodbye for this one, I have some things to say to you, and that is because it is actually Team Wallet. So with Team Wallet, everybody, you can buy, sell, and trade crypto tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Algo, Solana, and so much more, or the Supreme ETFs, which is the Supreme Exchange Traded Funds in Team Wallet. Because unlike other platforms where you need to download, sign up separately to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, because Team Wallet makes it easier and more accessible for everyone by saving your time and effort through your Supreme ETFs. It is actually very, very efficient. So grab your own Telegram right now and search for it in Team Wallet Bot, because this is all possible. And did you know you can actually earn team tokens? Because earn team tokens by referring our players to join our tournaments. These tokens can be converted to cash or used to join upcoming events in BFS. Talking about upcoming events in BFS, we have the Supreme Team Draft. If you are not familiar, guys, what is the Supreme Team Draft? Supreme Team offers you the opportunity to be drafted within its ranks by dominating in events for Call of Duty Mobile and Fortnite. This is all available to all players worldwide. So keep dominating the events. You might never know. There might be a Supreme Team right here for the Honor of Kings. Might be a Supreme Team on Valorant, because we actually still have Valorant going for this season actually, so we're still gonna be seeing some more Fortnite V-Bucks. Talking about Fortnite, guys, since they're gonna be going for the Supreme Team, well, you can use your BNB. You can now purchase Fortnite V-Bucks in real time, so go for the Team Wallet Bot. So not only, guys, because there's all gift cards and prizes needs to be claimed by users. If not, this will be returned to the respective senders. So, talking about Fortnite, are you a Fortnite player itching to compete? You want to dominate in the tournaments? Because we have the works and just for you. Be sure to explore our island map, BFStv Red and Blue, to keep ourselves updated. So, join our Telegram channel, which is all BFStv Fortnite. And talking about BFS, big shout out to BFStv Top Up. You can buy your own HOK tokens, Riot points, Garena shells, and Fortnite V-Bucks. This is all available to our BFS TV top up, so go ahead and top up right now because all services right here are very, very free. And yeah, big shout out to Tim Dow. Thank you so much. My name is Ali, your bodycaster Vince G. We are very thankful that we are here once again casting for you guys under BattleForSupremacy. So, do you have anything last to say, Vince G?
Thank you so much for tuning in here in the BFS TV's Raid Supreme, and thank you so much, Battle for Supremacy TV, for giving this opportunity for these young players, for these new players in this new game to showcase themselves in the tournament. So make sure to follow every socials of the Battle for Supremacy TV, and of course, do me a favor, guys, might as well follow Silo's socials as well, please. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
man. Thank you so much, man. If you guys want to follow my socials, my name is Salo Official on all platforms. Would you look at that, Vince G? Go plug your page right now, Vince G.
I don't want to, Char. Anyway, yeah, if you want to follow, please go ahead. But you know, it is just there. You just search my name, VEENZG, Vince G.
Vince G.
So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
There you have it, guys. Please follow Vince G on all of his socials, man. I mean, Vince G right here is an amazing caster, amazing guy to be with.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let him buy the microphone. Yeah, but yeah, for that, everybody, that concludes on our final match for tonight. This is gonna be the program. We're still gonna be seeing some more quarterfinals, right, Vince G? So for that, guys, my name is Silo. This is your bodycaster Vince G. We're gonna be seeing you next on the series. We're gonna be taking a bye-bye right now. See you on the next broadcast.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team killing. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has destroyed a tower. Shut down. Blue team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team slain an enemy. Blue team killing spree. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team double kill. Blue team has destroyed a tower. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team killing. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain